bunch of goddamn nerds.
Straight edge right here, man.
I mean,
I am.
So we've gotten started. And I've hit the record button.
Okay.
Welcome to the podcast, guys. I don't smoke, just in case anybody asks, because smoking is dangerous. It's not for me. Okay, it's not for me.
Sure you don't.
Shut up. Anyway.
And that cough tells me otherwise, man.
Okay. All right. Kill yourself. Anywho, I wanted to start off today. I guess we gotta talk about the thing we have in common, WWE. Of course.
Oh man, WWE.
What are your guys' opinions on the current, or what just happened recently with Daniel Bryan announcing the tag match and what Braun Strowman did yesterday?
Strowman is greatness, and probably the only reason why Monday Night Raw is watchable. And as far as SmackDown Live, I mean, sure, why not? 2 out of 3 falls. Hopefully, it'll be a better match than what we got last week on SmackDown Live. So, there's a lot of issues with WWE right now.
Oh,
a lot.
Oh yeah, a lot, especially when it came to what AJ Styles is going to have to go through. I feel like they should have just probably made it a triple threat instead of a handicap match.
Well, I mean, that can change if they...
No, I was just going to say they should just... How about they just not have it at all?
I mean, my concerns are more so than that, because that could, if they say there is no co-champion, that could drive a wedge between Kevin and Sammy, But my concerns with WWE is well beyond the WWE Championship. I'm not worried about WWE Championships after Mania, because if I don't get what I want, then it's pretty much going to be garbage. The biggest problem with WWE right now is the big C, aka creative. Oh my God, man. The creative I have been seeing on WWE television, especially with the women. I'm sorry, this does not sound like a sexist, but the women have been booked terribly.
It's not sexist. It's just we had a discussion about this, that he asked my opinion on the women's Royal Rumble, because if he was to say something, he would sound sexist. So I said it. I think it's a horrible idea and it's terrible. And I honestly said that they just completely need to, first of all, they need to have more belts for the women, something that the women need to do besides just the Raw Women's Champion and the SmackDown. And second, and I think that they just honestly just need to take all the women and put them on their own separate brand.
Of course. Hold up a second, guys. How about you not put your government out there? You could just put 2 governments out there. Jesus Christ.
Hey, man.
I edit out the government, man.
Well, I don't know what names. What, Ceci? I guess.
No. You just call her E4.
E4.
Call me Wild Fang.
Horrible.
Of course.
Jesus Christ.
No
E4. Well, that'd have been nice to know beforehand, clown. I mean, I'm the only one that was actually said, "Hey, you need a nickname," so that'd have been nice to know.
Jeez, totally forgot to say that.
Yeah, so I wonder who's at fault here.
Your fault. Putting my government out there. Fuck you. Anyway, go ahead and continue.
You be alright. I'm gonna say this. I actually don't mind a women's Royal Rumble personally. It's something that and the only reason why I don't mind it is something I thought it would have happened 5, 6 years ago. My only problem is that when you look at this Rumble, do you care? I honestly don't care.
No.
The women have been booked so poorly that it makes me not give a shit about the Rumble.
Exactly.
It really doesn't.
It's horrible.
I have been pitching for months that Sasha should have been healed months ago, and I booked Sasha, Asuka, WrestleMania. That heel Sasha, by the way. Now you could have had a Royal Rumble. Asuka could have won it. Because if Asuka doesn't win this Rumble, I don't know who does, unless she's women's champion before then, which
And I
I
have
predict
to
this will
pick.
happen.
I'm gonna nitpick that too, but I'll let you go ahead and finish with that.
I I don't. I'm not. And despite what people may think, I'm not one of people to say I don't want Asuka to lose. I've seen her lose in other promotions. It's not like it's, but her undefeated streak in wrestling needs to be preserved in every aspect. I don't care if it's a tag team match where someone else takes the fall. I don't care if it's a Royal Rumble, a Battle Royal when she gets thrown over the top rope. It needs to be unblemished until the stage is properly set. I would love to care about the Rumble, but because the only woman on that roster that has somewhat interest is Asuka to me. If she doesn't win, what am I watching? I honestly forgot Alexa Bliss was champion for a while because no one's fighting over the championship. This factions nonsense is happening again.
Oh yeah, and then look at how that worked out.
Which is complete ass. Both brands have the same thing that's going on. And I'm gonna go back to what you said as far as I would agree. Yeah. I think that Asuka needs to take the championship so that way she does not need I do not want Asuka in the Royal Rumble. Simply because, all right, she's in it and either one or two things is gonna happen. One, she's gonna win it. Or two, it's gonna literally be several women that's gonna sit here and attack her all at once to get her out the ring.
Yep.
If Asuka's in it, she's going to. If she's in the Royal Rumble, she's going to win. It's kind of that. So it makes it predictable when you have somebody that's like Asuka that that's undefeated, has this streak and stuff like that. It makes whatever you put her in very predictable.
Oh yeah, it definitely does.
It makes it not watchable. It makes it not watchable. Like it's no point of me watching it if I'm watching a match if I already know who's gonna win. It makes it a completely no point. Besides me just sitting there, maybe listening to the horrible commentators and listen to the back and forth banter between Corey and freaking Byron, which has been hilarious. But other than that, it's no point. I honestly have not watched the last few pay-per-views. While Fang will have them on, and I'm just watch in the background like, oh, and now I'll just miss it. It's nothing important happening. And I swear, I don't even watch Monday Night Raw, but as you said before, the only reason why I watch it is just sometimes I want to see Braun Strowman. That's it.
Oh yeah, he pulled the stage down. That was pretty fun. But it also seemed kind of too outlandish because I don't know where he got that grappling hook from. And it didn't make any sense for him to even know that there was a grappling hook. But if you put your disbelief, if you put disbelief in it, you're like, oh, that's where he got the grappling hook. But when you put some thought in it, you're like, how in the blue hell did he get a grappling hook? Like what?
His magical belt buckle that Batman gave him. I don't know, man. The WWE, and this is coming from. So I woke up at 3:00 in the morning, to watch Wrestle Kingdom, which I will be doing a review on. I just gotta watch like 2 matches because I kind of fell asleep. But
it's greatness.
But but let's not even compare WWE to New Japan as far as wrestling because that would be like terrible.
Oh no,
why can't WWE take notes from NXT?
I don't know. Vince
because Vince.
Because I'm gonna piggyback on what E4 said about Asuka being predictable, which yes, in certain cases. So, but if they booked her like they did NXT, where you know about her streak, but eventually she gets to the point of arrogance, cockiness. You build someone up. And then when she's in a match, it makes it like, holy hell, is she going to win or is she going to lose, Like her match against Ember Moon at a TakeOver. Like her match against Nikki Cross. Now, the women have, people have been saying, they want women to main event Mania. I'm perfectly fine with it. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. No. I'm going to say this. If you have anyone, see, people think that Charlotte should be the headline. I don't think so. First of all, Charlotte is absolute garbage as babyface. She needs to go back to being a heel ASAP. Garbage on the microphone. I am Charlotte Flair.
Yeah, she sounds like a fucking robot.
You know, it's not natural for her. She needs to go back to being a heel. But
there's already enough faces.
Yeah, I look at NXT and I watch that women's division, and I'm not saying NXT is perfect. They're far from it. You got Shayna Baszler down there who's gonna, I guess, run roughshod, but you know, green is grass. But the way they book their women is so much better than main roster. And
because Triple H knows what he's doing.
But you know, WWE was giving Asuka, and it's the template writes itself. You give her a competitive match with Emma, which, if you're going to cut Emma that next day, should not have happened. If it was fine if she was staying, but since she got cut, that should never have happened. So that pissed me off.
And the thing with that, she carried most of the match. That was like, okay. And then you gave her a rematch. And then I read the article. Yeah, Ember's no longer with the company. I'm like, what the fuck happened? Emma, sorry. I was like, what the fuck happened?
I don't know, but it's the women in WWE needs help. We need better writers. I need things to be about the championship instead of about faction warfare with groups that, to me, seem like they're fighting for no purpose. You know, the Riot Squad came out there, done nothing, did nothing. Absolution, at least, you know, Paige gave a reason somewhat. You know, these two girls follow her because they saw her as the true revolution of the women, which I think is complete false. We all know who that really was, AJ Lee. But at least it was reasons to why they're teaming up. I'll give them this. Raw's women is better than SmackDown's women. You got Ruby Riott. You have Sarah Logan, who's god awful. When she speaks, I turn my TV on mute. And then you have the Firecracker, who she is the country belle that hunts pigs.
Oh, her, the one with that wears the brown shorts, hillbilly chick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
and then you get the Firecracker. Yeah, I like her. As crazy as Sarah Dobson, but not as this Hunter.
Yeah, I actually like the Riot Squad better than Absolution.
I don't. I look at my TV screen. I look at Ruby, and I'm like, what are you fighting for? What is the point?
Yeah,
at least Paige gave reason.
Arya Daivari, but technically both of them are stupid. Both of them, because at some point it's gonna be like, who's gonna get the belt, and they're gonna be.
That's what it should always be about.
Exactly, and I believe E4 put it best that they should have multiple belts for the women. That's why when I was playing WWE 2K18, I put them on a brand and I gave them all belts. So I had a tag team belt, and I had a main belt and a side belt, a mid-tier belt for the women, and that was hilarious. And I was like,
I mean, it would be just like a Women of Honor. It would be like Women of Honor. It would be like Women of Honor, Ring of Honor's like women's thing. That probably be decent for WWE.
Oh yeah, no, that would work perfectly. Hell, even Lucha Underground has stuff like that. They have a tag team women's belt because they actually know how to treat the women.
Besides two belts.
But on main roster, you literally, for that to happen though, I guess you would have to definitely make it its own show because there's not enough women on any roster to have a tag division for. And we already know how bad the tag division is on Monday nights, and SmackDown's getting better, but Monday Night Raw's tag division is utter garbage right now.
Well, SmackDown has the better tag teams, first off.
I was about to say, because Monday Night doesn't even have a tag division. What tag division?
Hey, man. Hey, we're finally getting, what's that group? The Club.
The Battle
Club? After 2 years.
3 years later, that after it was supposed to happen. Like, Jesus Christ, I don't even care anymore.
But they should have waited. They honestly, in my opinion, should have waited for that until Dean got back because I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I am not liking Jason Jordan. First of all, as a wrestler, and I'm not even liking him with the whole thing with Seth. You have okay, so you brought the Shield back. You wasted it at the Shield reunion on the Miz and the Miz Taraj. Waste. Then now one of your members. First of all, Roman was sick. Then you had Dean and Seth. It was like, all right, cool. They lost the belts. Then they lost the belts to the Bar, and then you have it now. Roman's back. Dean is out sick, but then you have
Well,
it where Seth
injured horribly.
injured. And why does Jason Jordan and Seth have a tag? I don't understand that. I
Well,
don't even know who the hell thought this idea. Again, everybody in the creative needs to be shot. I don't understand who they thought that was going to be a good idea.
I will say this about Jordan. As a wrestler,
Oh,
he's fine.
He's
As a
fantastic.
wrestler. Now, he is, when he speaks, I mute my television screen. But I will say that the reason why Jordan is the things that are happening now is one, because Raw has no tag teams. That's A. B, they really don't have nothing for Rollins to do because honestly, honestly, this all starts from Brock Lesnar being Universal Champion.
Oh,
It really
God.
does.
Oh,
Because
God.
you don't, you're in a pickle here. So you have Rollins, that is technically a top guy. He's the top guy on the roster. Now, do you just put him in meaningless tasks with no belt, with no gold on, or in this case silver, because none of those tag team titles are actually gold? Or do what do you do with Rollins? Now, can this Jason Jordan tag team have benefits? Well, it can. It can lead to Dean turning heel, which is something that needs to happen. It hasn't happened since the Shield turned babyface. So that is a thing that could happen with this Jason Jordan garbage. Or it can finally lead to Jason turning heel, which just might as well happen because the people boom out the arenas anyway.
Yeah,
I was one of the people.
Roman's still a face.
Well,
And
that
boo him
you might as
out
well just
the
get
country.
you might as well get used to that because he's now the guy. They look at that as he's making a reaction. Now I pitched this a few months ago about Roman, about Seth. Cause I can give a crap about Roman. I don't care. I mainly care about Rollins because I like Rollins. I feel like he needs to be in something important, not necessarily title, but something important.
Yeah,
I pitched that with Rollins doing with Roman doing this, championship open challenge. The moment Dean got hurt, I'd have took Rollins out of the tag division. I'd have put Jason Jordan with anyone else. Anyone on that roster that is not being used. You could have used Finn Balor for all I care. He ain't doing nothing anyway. As much as it saddens me to say it, he's not doing. I mean, Balor Club.
Speaking of Finn Balor, real quick, I don't know who had the bright idea to take that man from a big win over AJ Styles and then have the special moment of Too Sweet to put that motherfucker to lose the cane. Like,
I
I'm
mean,
not gonna talk about that.
that's I'm not even gonna touch on that.
Mm.
But as I was saying about the Seth thing for a minute, what I would have done after once I knew Dean was hurt, he won't be out 9 months because WWE always exaggerates. I would have took Seth out of the open child out of the tag division. And Roman would have came out there, did his open challenge. I'd have had Seth Rollins come out there and actually accept the open challenge. Why? Because now, in friendly competition, no heel turns is needed. Nothing is needed like that. Just friendly competition because, they have faced multiple times. But, how WWE can book this is that, well, Seth beat Roman clean for the WWE Championship back at, I forgot what pay-per-view that was now.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
And, of course, and on a night on Raw, and one night on Raw when they fought after Seth was babyface and all that, during this whole, I forgot when it was, Roman beat Seth clean. So you could easily say, Seth can come out there and say, we are 1-1 against each other, woo woo woo, and why not just have a match to see, the rubber match between us? And I'd have had Seth go over. And become Intercontinental Champion. Why? Because Roman doesn't need a title. We know what's going to happen in WrestleMania. We know what's going to happen. We see this crap coming. I'm not watching that match. So, but we know what's happening. So, I'd have had Seth carry the title to Mania. But in the meantime, Dean can come back, say he wants to go, after the tag, after the belts or whatever, handle the bar. But Seth, maybe in a feud with, say, I don't know, Samoa Joe. We're just gonna throw a name out there for the IC title. He's busy with that. Dean can feel like Seth doesn't give a crap about him, woo, and that can lead to a Dean Edwards heel turn. In that Mania, you have Dean versus Seth, IC title. That way, it's something big for both men. We've seen Dean versus Seth, yes, but never with Dean as the heel. Seth will be babyface, Dean will be heel. Roman can get his 100th coronation at Mania, and so on and so forth.
And
that's
the Miz
how.
never touched his belt.
Oh man.
I mean, I love the Miz, so I can't really say much about it. I love the Miz.
I have no problem with him. He needs to just. I don't understand why they constantly have him, and he's like saying, "Oh, I've brought prestige back to this belt, and this and that and that." Okay, you brought it up a few notches, and then it's literally been stayed at the exact same spot. It hasn't done nothing. It hasn't. It's. I don't understand why he constantly needs to have and is obsessed with the IC belt.
That I don't know, but WWE's like breaking records. They're trying to establish new records, and Miz is on the verge of breaking. He either broke it already, or he's on the verge of breaking like most combined days as Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure they're gonna have him beat Chris Jericho's 9 Intercontinental title reigns at some point. He's already at 6 or 7. I think it's 7. At this point, see, the Miz. First of all, the Miz should have stayed on SmackDown. That was my biggest gripe.
Him and Bray Wyatt, man.
Poor Bray.
Yes, wonderful Bray. Oh God, if I spoke about Bray Wyatt, that would be like 3-hour conversation.
I feel so sad. I feel so bad for him because I still like
Bray.
I
don't feel sorry for him. I don't feel sorry for him. He has JoJo. He'll be alright. Yeah, he has JoJo. He's perfectly fine every night when he goes to his motel room and sees her laying in nice lingerie. But Miz definitely should have been on SmackDown, and honestly should be WWE champion. I think Miz, at the point of his career, he should be world champion again. I think the Intercontinental title is, I ain't gonna say beneath him, but I mean he's held it. He needs to move on to the main event. But with Roman and Brock on Raw, you're not going to get that. So, I mean...
Yeah, he's a little bit too small for that. But for me, The Miz is not only one of the greatest mouthpieces in the company, it's just like his wrestling talent doesn't... I don't see him wrestling for big name titles and putting on great matches. Yes, he put on great matches with Dolph Ziggler, but I mean, I don't see him wrestling at main event in WrestleMania again. Then actually be fucking excellent. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. I still like The Miz. It's just, especially after he left, I was upset when he left SmackDown because they didn't done nothing with this man on Raw. Because you remember before he went to SmackDown, they weren't doing nothing with him, and then he went, freaking built up his character and his prestige, and he did bring some prestige to the Intercontinental Championship, and especially after what he did on Talking Smack, that man was golden. And then they said, "Oh, you're on Raw now because you're too good." It's like, come on, son.
Indeed,
You said what?
No, I was just agreeing with you. I said, indeed, they squandered that.
They squandered such an opportunity, and he could have been in trying to go after AJ Styles, but instead he left, and we got the worst experiment of all time in Jinder Mahal. The modern day failed.
No,
Jinder Mahal.
We will not speak about him.
First, no, I'm gonna do it like Paul Heyman. The modern day Mahal. Paul
Jinder.
Heyman was
Oh my
ass.
god!
Jinder
I love
Mahal.
Paul Heyman.
Paul Heyman was just like
Jinder Mahal.
nobody wanted to see him versus Brock Lesnar, and I'm
Mm,
still happy that didn't happen. I'm glad AJ was the one to fight him, and that was a good match because I don't know if anybody noticed, but AJ can bring anybody to a good match. It's just weird.
even Jinder Mahal.
Even Jinder Mahal to an okay match.
Oh,
It made zero
I'm,
sense.
God, I
you
hate Jinder
know,
Mahal.
after watching Jinder, trivia time, everyone. Do you know that there is in all of Jinder's title runs? He's legitimately, at least in my opinion, from what I have seen. I may have missed episodes. I don't think I missed any, but whatever. There's only one person he's actually beaten without the Singh brothers actually getting involved. Do you know who that person is?
I don't know.
Anyone?
Mm-mm.
He's comes out, had great fanfare when he debuted. He had his nice old chant going along. I loved him in NXT. He went on the back of a milk carton for missing person for about 6 months. Ty Dillinger. The only one that the Singh brothers did not help Jinder Mahal beat in his entire title run. I find that kind of funny because he beat Ty again for the United States title picture. No Singh brothers. It's sad. It's sad what's happened to Ty Dillinger. Oh, and by the way, he may be turning heel. Which
They need to do. I was gonna say they need to do something with Ty because
He's too much
put him back
of a
down in
record
NXT.
thing. Oh yeah, he needs to go back to NXT. So does Zack Ryder and Mojo. In fact, Mojo Rawley needs to go back to NXT and gain charisma because I don't think he knows what that is.
he needs to lose all that neon shit. He needs to just change. He needs to start
I
over.
don't get hype. I stay hype. Shut the fuck.
Hey man, he's a heel now, man. He's Killer Instinct now, man.
Yeah, man, I need to win, so I stay hype on winning. Yeah, like
Hey,
Mojo. And when Mojo was going after the title, I was so upset. He was like, I keep winning matches, but you don't give me opportunities, Shane. I was like, because you suck without your partner. Like, Jesus.
Hey man. Hey man.
Like, get out of my screen. Didn't he win the Andre Memorial Battle Royal?
Yes, he did.
And to
Yes, he did.
Make it even worse, why does everybody who win that have horrible careers?
I mean, because it means nothing. It never has meant anything. It's just a way to get that New Japan Rumble. That's all that is. It's literally just to get people on the card.
But the New Japan Rumble was amazing, and it actually did.
Yes, because it's hilarious.
Freaking
yes,
the New Japan Rumble, all the matches on Wrestle Kingdom 12, which is like their WrestleMania, were good. Freaking Omega and Chris Jericho, man, that was like an old school match, and it was fantastic.
Yes, it was. And I was up at 3:00 in the morning watching that entire show.
I recorded it through Sling TV, and it's literally I've watched it 3 times now. Jim was amazing.
I have never. I think I've only watched one, 2 matches on New Japan Pro, and it was completely different, and I enjoyed it.
And she watched Hideo Itami versus what's his name, and she watched the Roppongi brothers how they won the title, and I was like, and she automatically noticed the complete difference. But what the hell WWE be doing?
Oh, speaking of good old Hideo.
Yeah.
not
Hideo Itami. I meant
man.
But what about Hideo?
Kota Ibushi.
Yeah, I meant Kota Ibushi.
Yeah, but good old Hideo. So
he got no reaction.
Well, that too. I knew that before he even debuted because Hideo, as good as he is, he's like a blank wall. You just look at him, it's like, okay, well, man. But that's not why I brought him up. The go to sleep may be going to sleep, because they may ban it because good old what's his name, Brian Kendrick had his orbital bone broken and nose broken, I believe. Because of the GTS. And on the next night on 205 Live, he did not use the GTS, and people were either saying one or two things. It'll be like the Styles Clash, where it's used on special occasions and high-profile matches, or it's banned and it won't be used ever again.
Oh my God!
So,
can
rest
Hideo
in
win?
peace.
Also, why is Goldust on 205 Live?
Who's that?
Goldust was helping.
No, he's officially on
What?
205 Live.
How was he
Who's
on
that?
205 Live when he's just doing the mixed challenge with
I
Elite and his
don't
partner's Alicia Fox?
know. Oh, Goldust is the legend from when we were kids. But yes, he's on 205 Live now.
I don't know who Goldust is, so
I mean,
If you saw, I think you would know who he is. He wear like
Oh, I
the
know.
all
I know
gold
who
and
Goldust.
stuff, and
I'm just trolling.
because he was not on TV for years, and I actually mean like months. This motherfucker
He
just come out of
disappeared.
nowhere, and he's on 205
somebody
Live.
had a. So when I was looking at the when he got paired with Alicia Fox, which that was kind of cute. He's in the bathroom doing the time lapse of his makeup and stuff, and she scared him in the bathroom or whatever. Um, Somebody commented and actually had this really good question. They said it. Why does it seem like that Goldust always gets partnered with black people?
I mean,
Because Booker T.
If you kind of
Because
think
of Booker
about
T.
it,
I mean, Cody married a black woman.
R-Truth.
Think about. I mean, it runs in the family. Cody married a black woman. Goldust teams up with black people. I mean, it just runs in the family.
No. Let's call it how it actually is. The motherfucking Vince keeps trying to remake Goldust and Booker T. He's been trying to do it for years. He can't do it because it's not Booker T. Yes, Booker T has become a blithering idiot, but back then he was pretty damn awesome. But right now, Booker T can quite possibly retire now. Because every time I hear him speak on the fucking I wonder if he got too many concussions in his dome. It was just like, hey, Corey Graves, why are you asking me about my championships? Have you won any championships? And then even Michael Cole was like, yes, he did. And Corey was like, yeah, I won a tag team champion with Neville. I was just like, ew.
What's good in the hood?
Booker. And the man said, oh, the one that called me about when he said, oh yeah, he was in the wrong place at the wrong side of town. So everybody was like, wait, you mean the wrong place and the wrong place at the same time? Like, I don't think that makes any sense, Booker. I think you need to stop talking. Or some of the things that man said, like when he's being racist, he'd be like, it's extraordinary. I'd be like, all right, man. All right, Booker, you need to retire. You need to leave. Jesus Christ.
I think your locks a little bit too tight, buddy. Your little bun is too tight.
I don't even think his bun is too tight. I think he just got too many concussions. I think Booker T became mentally retarded. I don't know. But, he keeps trying to recreate young Booker T before the concussions. He keeps trying to pair him with, but remember the R-Truth experiments, the Golden Truth? That failed horrifically because they didn't do it.
Where is R-Truth?
Who?
Catering.
Okay, exactly.
I don't even know who that is. I'm pretty positive there was a guy named R-Truth who also
Did he get cut?
Miz.
No, that was a great tag team, man. Awesome Truth was happening. R-Truth heel turn was great. I enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, but
I didn't enjoy his match with John Cena, but I enjoyed him as a heel.
Gibbage, sir. It was gibbage. Gibbage. Hot gibbage. Because John Cena can't wrestle his way out of a paper bag. And that's why...
I mean, he can when he's in there with someone,
that can lead the damn match.
Hey, man.
AJ
Quick,
Styles,
man. He didn't know no better.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, look, man. Quick didn't know better.
Dog, I'm getting sick and tired of, first of all, people saying John Cena can wrestle. Okay, he can't. All right, he's not a ring general. He is just a guy that knows how to entertain. He is not a wrestler. He is never going to be a good wrestler.
Hey man.
He's done.
My man can't even lead him in that match between him and Roman Reigns. Man, that match was so fucking. It didn't make any.
Hey man, it was a WWE match with unlimited finishers. Quipped, all right?
Exactly.
All
Yeah.
it was.
Oh! Don't get me started on how garbage that man. My man hit him with 4 AAs. It got one spirit
That
claw. I mean, it was like almost.
that match was just
I feel
a
like
bomb.
John Cena could have blew Roman Reigns up with C4, hit him with dynamite, shot him 4 times, threw him in an alligator, took that same alligator, killed the alligator, took the alligator, power drived him from a fucking plane, right? After he power drived him from the plane, could have shot the alligator, turned him into snakeskin boots, Scott speared once, and still lost the match. I would have been like, yo, done. I'm dead. Because that's what happened.
Law Roman wins.
No, Roman always wins. But like seriously,
Hey
though,
man,
no.
Roman Reigns.
Speaking of Roman Reigns, all right, I'm getting sick and goddamn tired of his matches becoming super predictable. Okay, first of all, now
Hey, man.
when he's about to do the Superman punch, they dodge it, and then he comes back with another one. Like, all right, cool.
Hey, man, it has to come out of nowhere, just like Randy Orton.
No, it's never gonna catch on like that. Two, why in the blue hell does this man get hit with every finisher? Every person on the roster can come out and do their finisher, and he hits one spear and everyone.
Hey, man.
That makes no
Gotta
I'll
sense.
tell you
make it look
why.
strong.
I'll tell you one. I'll say one name.
Strong.
What?
Brock Lesnar.
Which doesn't make any goddamn sense because he kicked out of it.
Fuck him.
He kicked out of it. I watched him kick out of it.
I've said this multiple times, and in case y'all don't know, I'm not. If that is the match, I'm not watching.
No one's gonna
that
watch
match.
it. No one's gonna watch it.
I will look at Mania. I will either cut it now because that's going to be the main event, obviously, because Roman Reigns has to main event like 5 Mania straight or whatever it is. I think it'll be his 4th one in a row, by the way.
Oh yeah, because everybody wants to see Roman Reigns main event at WrestleMania.
It's funny because it's not that that match is going to be like super bad.
Oh, it's going to be terrible.
Just that I just seen. Well, no, because the first one was.
The first one was only good for one reason, because of how they told the story. Yeah, and how they told the story. But it was pretty fun.
Now that, and because Seth Rollins is a freaking beast, but yeah, I just seen that match 3 years ago. And I guarantee you the exact same. If I played those matches back to back, like side by side, I guarantee you it'd be the same thing, except no Rollins cashing in. So I don't need to watch it because I already know who's going to win the match. So I won't watch the match at all. There'll be no need. No need at all.
Look, and I say this, hopefully in praying to the gods of Valhalla, that if they put and book that stupid fucking match, right, you can't use the same thing twice, because if you do it, you're gonna look like a bunch of idiots.
I mean,
sitting there
what do you expect to happen? A competitive match? No, it's not. It's gonna be exactly the same as it was 3 years ago. Roman is gonna get suplexed like a maniac. He's gonna kick out of an F5. He's gonna get even more suplexes. And he's going to hit a Superman punch out of nowhere. Brock, that's going to be his big comeback, is the Superman punch. Brock is then going to stagger. He'll probably hit 2 back to back. He'll hit 1 spear. Brock will kick out. Oh, I'm sorry. No, he'll go for a spear. Lesnar's going to hit him with the F5. Reigns will kick out of the F5. Woo. And then he'll hit a spear, and Brock. See, I'm telling you the entire match because this is exactly what's going to happen. It's not going to be that's exactly what's going to happen, and I will be nicely. Hopefully, that'll be the main event because then I can go to bed early. I can sit back, and I don't have to worry about it. Now, if it's not the main event, then what I'll do is I'll probably just I don't know, just not watch it. And then look at the results, and when it says next match, that's when I'll go back to it. But until then, I mean, who cares?
But you know what would be a great main event? Shinsuke Nakamura versus AJ Styles.
I mean, it may happen, but is that going to go on after Roman and Lesnar? I doubt it.
In fact,
I doubt it.
The winner of the Royal Rumble, which is probably going to be Shinsuke, hopefully, should probably be ending WrestleMania, because back when I was young, or back when like a year ago, the main event of WrestleMania was
I can't
always
even say that,
supposed to
man.
be not even a year ago, like
Because
the year the Daniel Bryan one. Okay, that was like 4 or 5 years ago at this point. Back when I recall, when you won the Royal Rumble, you actually main evented WrestleMania.
well, that kind of stopped last year. Randy won the Royal Rumble. He was what he had like 3 matches after that.
They had the worst fucking match on the card, but they had the nerve to call out everybody in the Indian series. Like, Joe, like, bro.
I mean,
Bro,
Orton's a troll anyway, so
yeah. Like, he's like,
that
why are
man's a
all the
massive
matches the
troll.
same? I'm like, bro, you had the worst 4 matches this year. What are you talking about? Why
Hey
are you
man,
talking?
gender may haul, man.
Yes, especially during the Punjabi ass match. Like, whatever the hell that was.
Hey man, nah, man. Them Singh brothers, man, they made that match.
No.
Oh,
Them
is
falling
that the
off
one with
the
Great
cage.
Khali?
Yes, that's the great goddamn Khali.
Golly.
AKA one of the
You
Great
made that
Khali.
match.
Yo, hold
But I
on.
mean, you saw it coming, though. That's the problem. You know why? And that's legit why I can't even hate these matches, because I've gotten to, legitimately, I have gotten to a point where it's now where I just don't care, because I see this stuff happening a mile away. It's like, oh, well, let's see, who else is possible to come out here and help gender? Well, maybe it'll be the Great Khali, and guess what happens? The
Oh
freaking
man,
Great Khali.
one of the
I have
worst
become.
wrestlers.
And yeah, he's the one. And he actually can go in his writing say he squashed the Undertaker. Oh boy! But
Oh
I mean,
Lord.
like legit, it's sad when you get to a point when you watch WWE and you're a WWE fan like me and others, and it really gets to a point where you look at the product and you just don't care. Like you care to a certain point, but at the same time, you just don't, because you see as soon as you watch the match, you're like, oh. So that's what's happening here. I don't care. It's just it's sad.
Oh yeah. When
It
everybody's looking
really is
for
sad.
alternatives, like I don't know, New Japan Pro Wrestling. Hell, even listening to New Japan Pro Wrestling, the commentary commentates on the fucking match, which is
Yeah,
weird.
That was one of the
they don't
differences that
commentate
I
on.
noticed.
They don't commentate on. Oh, look on social media, we have this, or this is the greatest show ever. You said it 10 times, Michael Cole. Shut up. Yeah.
Oh man, remember that Money Bank where it was Money in the Bank where it was the greatest Money Bank of all time?
They
Does
always
anybody remember
tout
this?
that. I don't know why they do.
They did that like 2 years ago. It was like we're the greatest. This is the biggest Money in the Bank of all time. I'm like, you can't physically say that yet. It just aired. That's impossible. What?
I just
History?
They always.
Yo, shut
Yeah,
up.
and I guarantee you
Oh,
that I'm gonna
God.
have to hear that. Every woman's like, "Oh, this is history."
Yep. Another reason why I'm not watching it.
History in the making. Oscar better witness though. She got a witness. And I'm like, yo, I don't.
I don't think Asuka's gonna be. I don't think she's gonna be in the Rumble.
Oh, thank God.
I think they'll. I
Yeah.
think they'll take that title off Alexa either at the Rumble or on Raw 25.
Oh yeah. Oh, thank
That's my
God.
prediction.
Thank God. Thank Christ, because I want to see that match do good. Granted,
But
I don't
honestly,
really care.
do you care who wins? Oh, let's face it. Let's take Asuka out of the match.
Okay.
Do you really care who wins the Rumble?
Hell no.
Who cares?
I really don't
So
care.
I mean, it's honestly it's still predictable, because either gonna be one of two people. It'll either be Paige
Oh yeah.
or Ruby, or if she happens to come around, come through, Ronda Rousey, which will be utter garbage.
Oh.
Which is what
Lord.
everybody is already guessing at. It's going to be one of the secret entries.
So I mean,
I bet you.
Do
the
you-
person- I bet you the person Kurt Angle was like, if you haven't been in the ring in years, it's gonna be Wanda Rousey. I guarantee it. It's gonna be fucking.
I mean, I foresee it. Like, I legitimately I can see that garbage happening. You take Asuka out of that match, and this is my biggest problem with this. It's not like, and it's not to bury the women, but they have put no intrigue in any of the women. I don't care about Bailey. I don't care about Nia.
Oh, God.
I don't care about Becky.
Oh,
I don't care about Naomi. I don't care about the Dana Brooke. I'm not
Who?
invested. Exactly. On Titus Catering. I just don't care. I legitimately don't have any feelings for any woman. Okay, Sasha Banks, but she's been booked terribly. She should have been a heel
No,
years ago.
You
I stopped
mean
caring
her
about
hot potato
Sasha.
in the belt, man?
That's
Jesus
when I stopped caring about her.
Christ. They kept hot
They
potato
have
in the fucking.
booked her. They have booked her as one of the worst champions in WWE history.
Oh, when
She's won the
she.
title what 4 times, and she held. I think her combined days
In a
might
week?
just be. Hold on, I'm talking about combined from all her title runs. I
Oh,
think are probably
like 3 hours.
maybe at just about 80 days, and that's being generous.
Oh, I was gonna say 2 months. I was gonna say just about 2 months. So that sounds about right.
Yeah, it
A
Because
sounds
little
she's
over
better
had
two
a
than what I
months.
title,
said.
she won a title on Raw, and she had for like a month, and then she loses at the pay per view. Then she'll win again on Raw, then she loses at the pay per view.
The
So about
fu-
3 months
so
combined.
you know what the worst part is? In the last man stand, or in the what match was it with Charlotte? With they had wasn't it like an Iron Woman match, or was it
I think
Oh,
so.
oh,
Iron Woman,
yeah,
where
Iron
whatever,
Sasha,
Woman.
whatever,
you
right?
know,
That match single-handedly made her look like the dumbest or the weakest woman on the roster. You know why? Because it was the last few seconds, and she decided to tap out in the last few seconds of her of being submitted, and it was
Yep.
only a couple seconds. So I'm looking at Sasha like, all right, I'm done with you. I really don't care. That's what made me stop caring about her. Like legit, like I don't care. Like I really
I
don't.
would have, I would have kept caring if they had turned her heel already.
Oh yeah.
I've been booking this since she's been losing her title matches. She needs to go heel. Who's it? Alexa Bliss. I'd have had Alexa drop the title when she dropped it. What SummerSlam when Sasha beat her? I'd have had Sasha beat Alexa again. Take Alexa away for a while because Alexa has been as beautiful as she is and as nice as her ass is. I'm tired of seeing her at this point. So
She doesn't do
go
anything with the
away.
belt. That's the thing, man.
Not
Why?
recently because it's factions.
What the?
But she can go away, feud with, I don't know, someone. Sasha could have turned heel. You know, she could have turned heel on Bailey. She could have turned heel on Asuka.
First of all, Bailey. Gus, you shut up. Okay, as soon as I said Bailey, you notice how he barked like that? Because he didn't like Bailey either.
That's the only reaction that Bailey's getting.
Okay, first of all, what they did to Bailey was so unforgivable. Man.
She needs to go back to
She
NXT.
needs to go back to NXT because what they did was just to sit. First of all, when she lost that stupid candlestick in a pole match, all right, that was the last straw for me because she was like, "I'm not here to hurt people." I'm like, "You're
Hey, man.
a fucking wrestler, okay? What do you mean you're not here to hurt people? You sound like an idiot." And then it was that whole Bailey, this is your life segment. And I was like asking, I was like, so nobody in their life could think to copy, if you're going to copy The Rock and Mankind's moment, not to exactly copy it. Because I'm pretty positive The Rock and Mick Foley one was clearly superior because they weren't enemies. They were on the same side, and it was legit funny, and it didn't look stupid. Granted, yes, they brought up The Rock's teachers and all that stuff, and shit was funny because The Rock had, he could go on the mic, but it was like, yo, what is this? Clearly, these aren't really Bailey's friends. It's like, what the hell am I watching? And then it just made Bailey look even stupid because she came out to stop Alexa Bliss and got her ass whipped. And then she kept losing, and now it's just like she gets booed. And I hope she's wondering in her head why she's getting booed because it would make more sense. I'm like, yeah, because your ass, you look
Alexa
bad.
is probably the most, powerful woman on the main roster right now.
And to
Which
make it even
is
worse,
actually kind of funny.
yes, that's funny. But you know what else is funny? When she was making fun of Bailey during the segment, and she was like, "Wait, Bailey cried? Like cry?" And I was like, "Alexa, didn't you cry when you won the title? What are you doing?"
Hey, man, that doesn't count, man.
Oh, that's why. Hell, even looking at Woke Coach's video, there was like wins and losses and stuff matter for New Japan Pro Wrestling, and I was like, He's right. Because I clearly care more about New Japan Pro Wrestling than I do about WWE at this point, and I'm a huge WWE fan. But when I'm like watching the product and I only care about what 3-4 people, including AJ Styles and the Usos, it's like it's bad at this point, man. It's just bad. Okay,
Man, WWE has a lot of issues, man.
a lot of good news.
But unfortunately, as it stands right now, WrestleMania is looking like a pile of doo-doo.
Oh, Dookie?
I'm not intrigued. I'm not looking forward to the Royal Rumble. I'll watch it. 'Cause I've been a fan for over 20 years. I'm gonna watch it.
Oh yeah.
I'm not impressed. I'll
mean,
probably never really be impressed with the Rumble.
I mean, if Roman
Not
comes
the
out
way
of
it is
30
now.
again, Roman comes out at number 30, we all know what's gonna happen.
Oh,
Motherfuckers.
everybody's going to record their reactions to it. It's going to be hot.
And speaking of that, speaking of Roman again, technically, you know what they could have did as a cop out for Roman? I don't know. Maybe had Samoa Joe win the title from him, which would be greatness.
I agree.
But
I agree.
Samoa
Roman doesn't
Joe-
need the championship.
Yeah, I know.
There's several people that needs to have championships. Samoa Joe is one of them.
Samoa Joe made Great Balls of Fire sound like a hot pay-per-view. Samoa Joe could make any pay-per-view. He could be going titty titty bang bang, and he'd be like, "I'll see you at titty titty bang bang," and it'd be like, "Oh shit, he's about to really go with this for like weeks, and it's about to be great."
I'm gonna put him to sleep.
Yeah, the way he kept saying Royal Rumble on Monday though, I'm not gonna lie, I was laughing the whole time because he emphasized.
But Samoa Joe's injured, so.
You said what?
He's injured.
Oh yeah,
he's injured. So.
Unfucking fortunately, because WWE.
No,
Yeah.
Nope.
What? No what?
It's not unfortunate because he don't have to get paired up with Bailey. That's not unfortunate. He dodged a bullet, so now Bailey gets to walk with Elias.
Hey! WWE Walk with Elias is actually one of my favorite acts on television.
Oh, yeah, because he's good. Elias Sampson
I have no
good.
problem with him.
He's good. It's
But
just, they don't know how to book him. He could actually be the Intercontinental Champion, and I'd be happy. Yes,
anyone could be Intercontinental Champion other than Roman.
It's
not that even Roman is bad. We know where he's going. He doesn't need the belt.
First of all,
we know why he's there, pretty much, just because Vince just has a hard on for his types.
It's just like, oh,
big, muscular, long hair, Samoan tattoos. There we go.
But Samoa Joe is a better wrestler.
Joe, he'll probably call Joe fat. Well, they're not Samoan.
Hey, the thing that blows me is why does he make fun of the fat people? But they're always better wrestlers. Killian motherfucking Dane did the Around the World, but he is a clearly fat man. Clearly he's a big man, but he can do the Around the World. Are you serious? Look, what? Sanity. Ayo. Also, did you guys know that Sanity also made history without kind of beating it across our domes, trying to shove it down the throat? You know what historical thing they did and made when they became tag team champions?
Was it? Oh God, I think we just talked about it.
Alexander Wolf became the first German to hold a championship.
There we go.
What they do, sir?
You said what? Hello?
I'm here.
I said, well, what? I didn't hear what you said. Oh my God.
That Discord, boy.
Yeah, whatever. But yeah, they made history, and I don't hear WWE smacking it across my brains. Good.
I mean, Dean Ambrose became a Grand Slam champion. They didn't mention it. Oh, Roman Reigns is Grand Slam champion, man. Yeah. Dean Ambrose did it. What was that? Not a word. Not a peep. Not a peep.
Yeah.
But that's WWE. But maybe we should move the subject before we shoot our brains out over WWE creative.
Oh
shifted
nah,
to
nah. First of all, Vince McMahon can die. Okay, that's all I care
Oh, jeez.
about. I don't even care. Vince McMahon
okay.
needs to die, or he needs to quit, because I'm getting sick and tired of this old bastard that keeps ruining my fucking wrestling. To the point where I have to
Well,
find
he's
alternative wrestlings before like I, I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
he might be doing football, so maybe he'll step away for a little bit. But
Oh yeah. He's gonna go right back to the XFL and fail again like an idiot. Of course, Vince McMahon is a genius, a fucking genius, greatest man alive. Go right back to the XFL. I hope and pray
yeah.
to God he
But
still
like
gets
I said,
paid.
we all might need to move away from the WWE subject for a while.
The hell, man. No, man. First of all, so now, yeah, we need to move on to the WWE
Because if
subject.
I keep talking about WWE, I'm gonna be up all night. Because there's so many issues, so many problems with the product right now.
What's another? Before we move on, what the any more
Oh, you
issues?
know what I'm about to bring up.
What?
Oh, you know what I'm leaving WWE for. You already know. We discussed this all off the podcast, sir. You know what I'm about to bring up. We're going to the world of gaming for a while.
Okay, 1 second.
You know what I'm about to bring up.
Okay, 1 second. Let me switch the caption on my podcast because I know about the Dynasty Warriors 9. Of course. Ah, yes. Now, if anybody doesn't know, Dynasty Warriors is a hack and slash game that is greatness to me, and I've loved Dynasty Warriors for years. But every odd couple games they fuck up, like Dynasty Warriors 6, a little bit with 7. Mr. Darkwave, what did you have to say about Dynasty Warriors 9 now?
Oh man, where should I begin, man?
I don't know.
Where should I begin?
Nobody has unique weapons anymore.
Hmm.
Nobody has unique weapons anymore.
I, my God, man, I don't even know where to begin, man. After the
Hey,
nonsense I've seen.
start with your heart, son. Start with your heart.
Well, I was playing Dynasty Warrior 8 Empires for like the entirety of while we were talking, playing it and enjoying greatness. And then it reminds me that from what I've seen with Dynasty Warriors 9, it looks like, and I'm not going to say it is because we haven't played it, but from what I've seen, it looks like it's going to be a repeat of Dynasty Warrior 6.
Okay.
I hated Dynasty Warriors 6 for multiple reasons. One, they changed Lu Xun from double swords to a single sword, and he looked like a B,
You can't say
the weapons were rinse and repeat. Oh, I'm sorry. You said talk from the heart.
that. I know.
I'm speaking from the heart.
I know. You're fine. Sir. You're fine.
Demonetized.
I'm definitely going to
B,
edit that out. It's fine.
B, the outfits for Dynasty Warriors 6 were garbage. Now I will say this, the outfits for 9 looks great. But the biggest problem with Dynasty Warriors 6 was the rinse and repeat of character usage of weapons, with the exception of maybe their EXs, which is when you hit the little triangle button at a certain combo and you get a second part of the triangle, which is usually the only thing that separates the weapon from everyone else.
9 and 7. That shit was horrible in 7.
Well, 7, it did things that was right. It did things that was wrong. But we're not here to talk about 7.
Okay, wait.
Because 7 was rectified with 8, which was beautiful. It seemed like everyone had a different weapon for the most part.
Everyone did have a different weapon. And if anybody had a weapon, similar weapon, they used it differently. Like, completely differently. Like, Lu Xun clearly has 2 swallow swords, while Cal P has freaking the twin swords, but they're stuck together. So he fights like Darth Maul.
And Liu Bei has 2 swords as well, but he fights completely different.
Yeah.
It just dawns on me that when I was looking at the pictures provided by YouTuber Jers, that I'm seeing like 3 people with throwing knives. I'm seeing 2 people with fans, and I'm like, And I'm looking at the weapons to see if they're, if they're the same or if they're slightly designed differently. Yeah, they may have different color schemes, but you look at the weapon, they're exactly the same. And all I can think with that is rinse and repeat. Now, they took out weapons I like. The hook sword that Zushu used to use, I believe that's how you pronounce it, I don't know. The hook sword seemingly is gone. Had one of the best Mushus in the game, dashing around like the yellow flash. Gone.
Oh yeah.
Throwing axe is one of the most unique, best weapons in Dynasty Warriors 8.
Oh,
Gone.
Yeah. Oh yeah, what's the name with the talismans? He was just introduced in Empires, and he already got a change weapon. I was like, what?
He has a weapon change. Ganning once again his change of weapon, but he uses a chain and sickle, which was supposed to be to some other guy. I was like Jay something. I can't remember his name, but the other guy who uses a chain sickle.
The tactician from Wu that died, and then
he has it.
Yeah.
He has a nice little mustache.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
he used to use the chain sickle. Now Ganning once again changing his weapon.
Yeah, which makes no sense because he went from that to the big sword to back to his.
That was his
mace.
best weapon. Was the big sword.
To me, it was the mace.
I love his ultra when he just dashed through people. That was beautiful.
Yeah.
But from what I'm saying,
the arm cannon, and they completely changed it. Oh my god, they took
they changed. Oh, Lubu's daughter, one of the most disappointments. She has sword and shield. Oh, joy! Does that fit her character?
What did she have again? Did she have like a?
She had like a spiral, like it was like a bunch of mini staves put into like a circle, like a spiral.
Oh yeah.
So you can like throw it like a disc.
Yeah, I remember now.
It fit her character because she was Lubu's daughter. It fit her. Now she has sword and shield. I wonder how many people can have a sword and shield. I do not want this.
Zenkai already had her sword and shield, so a bunch of people already have it.
Now. I don't want this because if anyone knows me, they know I like to make my ninja type characters in Empires mode. Now, yeah, I have the chain sickle, but the hook sword was technically my go-to for ninja weapons. It felt legit. When I made a female, I used the pincers, which we don't know those in the game. They were great in Dynasty Warriors 8. But what does this tell me? It tells me that I'll enjoy the story, probably, as I always do. The open world will be new, but the characters will be absolutely boring. I will use the exact same character at least 100 times. I don't want that. I need uniqueness. I need difference. Now, if they change up the moveset, legitimately change up the moveset for every character with the same weapons, I'm proven wrong. Oh, yeah. But as it stands right now, garbage. It's as it stands now, I do not like what I'm seeing. I'm still gonna get it, but I hope the feet weapons aren't gone. That is very good. I love them.
You talk about the joints where you put the gauntlets.
Yes, those are great weapons. I enjoy them. It's like I don't know what's wrong with these game companies. I don't know why they go backwards instead of going forward. You look at Dynasty Warriors 8 and you gave everyone pretty much unique weapons. Everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone's weapons were unique to them. You may have to use that character 100 times, but at least when you switched the character, you knew it was someone new. For the most part. Now people may have the same switch weapons, but no one cares about that.
Yeah.
Those are just weapons you use to change, just for giggles.
Yeah, that and because the rock paper scissors effect. So what I would do is just have the person use the same weapon twice. So I have like an earth style and a heaven style sword. So like it just depended. It made it feel more cohesive to have the same weapon instead of two different weapons. Granted, that's that's pretty much up to every player how they play.
I mean, you can do like I do. I use the main weapon and then just switch to a weapon I like for my secondary.
Yeah.
You know, it boggles me.
Yeah, but the reason why I did that also I like to keep using their EX. So especially when you call it
Yeah.
that little effect when you break the the little blue bar over their head and you did it in between the switch, you can have it up to that's a whole person's life bar right there. There's nothing they can do about
Pretty much.
it.
Pretty much. Dynasty Warriors 9, I have hope. This is not really going to be a long discussion because obviously there's not much we know about it.
Yeah.
I just had to share my grievances. I don't know what their purpose is for doing that. I hope that if they give all these people the same weapons, even the guy with the freaking claws has his weapon changed. He's had claws since day one. Why change him now? Who knows?
Now he has throwing fucking knives. Like, why do you do that?
He has throwing knives along with two other people. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, like, come
I
on.
mean, it becomes a point where it's like, it keeps some nostalgia. Lu Xun, he still has his double swords. They know what happened. They tried to change his weapon. In Dynasty Warriors 6, we know the backlash from that garbage.
Oh.
You had a great formula in Dynasty Warriors 8. Why don't companies ever just build upon it? Build upon what works.
Oh, that's a nice segue. That's a nice segue. Go ahead and finish what you're saying, because that's the next thing I want to talk about real quick. Go ahead and finish.
All I gotta say is that Dynasty Warriors 8 worked fine. Empires was great. Extreme Legends, who cares? Because it's usually just...
It's actually really good.
No. What I mean by who cares is that usually it's like a 1 or 2 characters and just polish.
Oh, yeah.
From the original.
Yeah.
It's like a Game of the Year edition, basically.
Yeah, 8 Extreme Legends, though, man. I was like, oh, you fixed some of the bugs, you balanced out some things, and you put all the weapons that were DLC in the game. Oh, this is done.
Yeah, it's a Game of the Year edition. But we all know Empires are where everything shines.
Oh, nah.
Because
Empires, you can have your kid, and he rules, or he or she rules. Oh, man.
Yeah, now, granted, I wish you can create your character in all games, a la Samurai Warriors, which does it in every game. They don't give a shit. Oh, you want to create a character? Go ahead and create. But Empires... Well, you can create your character in 4.
No, you can't.
At least. I can.
Oh, wait. Yes,
in
you
4?
Can. Yes, you can.
Oh, yeah, exactly. You can. I don't know about 4-2.
Oh, no.
I know 4 you can.
Hey, yo, speaking of Kobe, all right. First of all, why in the blue hell do they have a Samurai Warriors 4 and a Samurai Warriors 4-2? Does that not... Are they losing their minds?
Why is there a Final Fantasy X and a Final Fantasy X-2?
Because they want money. That's why there's a 10-2.
Exactly. That's why it's a 4-2. No! There are a lot of people out there there's a lot of people out there that actually prefer Samurai Warriors over Dynasty Warriors. A lot of people.
Because what they did is they kept going forward. Now, looking at Dynasty Warriors 9, we may be going backwards. We don't know. But Samurai Warriors is 1, there's 4 of them. 2, the triangle button by itself is a whole another combo list by itself. So, yeah, I can understand.
Well, also, not only that, but any game you can create your character pretty much automatically wins.
Yeah.
And automatically wins in the aspect. So.
Yeah, I had my
and it's harder.
Freaking chill with Okuni the whole time. So Okuni was my secondary person. And then when I got the Empire version, of course, Okuni stayed. I was like, this is my bae right here.
And Samurai Warriors is innately, even on normal difficulty, way harder than Dynasty Warriors.
Oh, yeah.
On normal.
Because you got so much you got to do and micromanage at the same time.
Yep.
Yeah,
Dynasty Warriors, you just steamroll it.
Oh, yeah, Dynasty Warriors. Unless you put it on the harder difficulty. M7 Empires on that hard difficulty and having to micromanage your whole squad was so tight.
Yep.
But
you wanted to segue into something, sir. What was this?
Oh, speaking of companies that don't know how to build upon from a part 1 to part 2, let's talk about Activision and let's talk about EA and Destiny and Battlefield 2. 1 second.
Destiny. So, I'm going to be probably the minority here. Minority, sorry. I have both Destiny 1 and Destiny 2. I am literally pretty much almost max light in Destiny 2, 335. I'm 334. I believe I hit max on Destiny 1. As a
I
base
have
game,
actually not played any Destinies.
you're not missing much. As sad as it may sound, as a base game, not talking about microtrans, not talking about raids, just as a core shooter, I think Destiny 2 is better. Are there problems? Yes. Nothing feels special in Destiny 2 at all, unlike Destiny 1. Nothing. Nothing feels special. Everything, it seems like it's just handed to you on a silver platter and say, here you go, buddy. Here's another legendary for you to look at and dismantle for legendary shards. Exotics. Oh, yeah, you got the exotic. Here's 3 more of the same one in 1 week. But you still got an exotic, so be happy.
Yeah.
So, my appreciations in Destiny 2 and Destiny 1 are actually, when you got legendary in Destiny 1, it was truly legendary. You felt something. You didn't get them every day. In Destiny 2, for the last 3 weeks, every strike, heroic strike, I have gotten at least 1 to 2 legendary engrams every strike. No coins popped, nothing. Just there. And that, to me, takes a lot away from the experience.
Oh, okay. First of all, when it comes to Destiny, all right, why for me Destiny 2 shouldn't even be Destiny 2. It should just be Destiny and expansions. Okay. But the real thing I want to talk about was what's been going on with the Eververse and the Dawn event lately, and the Curse of Osiris. Go ahead. I was like, first of all, when I played that Curse of Osiris, I've never felt a disappointment like that ever in my goddamn life. And for me to I got the $90 edition, so I have it. Okay, I have anything that's coming out. But when I got that game, that DLC, and played it and beat it in one sitting, I cannot put into words of how upset and how disappointing that game was. That crap was. And then there's the Dawning event, and what's going on with that piece of crap. I was like, yeah, Activision just wants my money. I'm not giving it to them.
Well, see, that's the thing that when I talk to people that like Destiny, I get into a lot of debates. Because, the thing is, if you play Destiny, this is my problem with Destiny 2 players. Not necessarily you, but my just overall gripe with them.
Yeah.
You played Destiny 1.
Yeah.
You played it. You know what to expect from these expansions. No expansion Destiny 1 lasted you longer than maybe 3 hours. None.
Oh, yeah.
No storyline lasted you long. So the fact, yes. Do you expect them to fix the problems? Yes. But do you go into a game like Destiny saying, oh, yeah, they're going to be great? No.
Oh, no. Here's the problem, though. It's Destiny 2. Now, why would you go backwards
again,
with some
well,
of
see,
the
that's the thing. That's the thing. That's the thing.
Yeah.
When you and this is this has been a gripe with me, is because look at the company. This is freaking Activision. Do you real gamer? Do you trust them? I look at these gamers that say, "Oh, Destiny 2." That's like, well, it's either one or two things. For people who bought the game before, but I didn't buy the expansion when I first bought the game, because I wanted to see if I actually would even play it. Longer than cap level and say 200 light. I'm just throwing a number out there.
Yeah.
I realized that I was logging on every week to finish my weeklies, and that's I did my weeklies every week. Yeah. I realized that I enjoyed the game for what it was, so I bought the expansions.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't give a crap about the story. I don't know anything. I don't give a crap because I didn't get the crap about the first one.
Oh yeah, they never.
If anything,
the story.
If anything, I play it for the loot. I play it because the PvP is nice. I play it because it's just a fun thing to watch you just get destroyed left and right when you're playing with friends. So my expectations for Destiny 2 were no more higher than when I finished and was done with Destiny 1. I set my expectations actually lower than Destiny 1 because I already knew what was happening. I feel like Destiny 2, once again, like you said, shouldn't even be a Destiny 2. It should be an expansion. No new powers, same garbage. You can technically carry your character over. I didn't carry my character over. I wanted him. I just said he died.
Yeah.
He died from the massive Cabal guy in the beginning of the game.
Which didn't
I made me in a wolf.
make any sense on how your character survived that drop with no light. Speaking of. Jesus.
Well, I mean, definitely.
Okay, yeah.
But to all the people who, say, all these things about the Crystal Star stories, like, what did you, what really? Why would people put their expectations so high? This isn't Naughty Dog. This isn't Crystal Dynamics. This isn't anyone who makes gravitating stories. No story in Destiny really was a fun thing, at least as far as investment. Yeah, it may look cool. You may have liked a character, like I liked that Warlock girl from this first one, the Taken King expansion, I believe it was. That Warlock Hunter girl, she looks sexy as hell, sitting on her throne like she a badass. I enjoyed her, but did I care about the story? No.
Yeah.
I didn't care because ultimately, when it's all said and done, why have your expectations so high?
Oh, because it's a sequel, and judging for what a lot of people said, they pretty much they fixed the game by Taken King. So I'm expecting to go, okay, I want to play this game. They fixed everything. Oh no, I got the game, and they pretty much went backwards. Like it's like 4v4 multiplayer, and I was like, okay, this is backwards. There's no private matches. They're about to re-add private matches. It's just a bunch of dumb crap. Like, and why are we still 3 people deep in some of these missions when we could just easily do 4 people? Like 3 people is the most oddest and dumbest number ever. Because you have to leave somebody out in the group.
I agree. Yeah, I just think now, and maybe because I've played Final Fantasy 14.
Oh yeah.
For like 4 years, I am desensitized by. Okay, I'm just gonna throw a Final Fantasy 14. It's still a Destiny conversation. I'm just gonna use Final Fantasy 14 as an example.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 14 has had 2 expansions: Heaven's Ward and Stormblood.
Yeah.
Do you know what's the difference between both of those expansions?
I have no idea. I don't have either.
Nothing. Legitimately nothing. It's the same minus Samurai and Red Mage coming in Stormblood, and Dark Knight, Astro, and Machine is coming in Heaven's Ward. Mm-hmm. You still have your monotonous of story missions.
Of course.
You still have your same dungeons.
Of course.
You still have your dungeons.
Of course.
And you still have your gear.
Ooh.
I look at Destiny as the same thing. It's an expansion. They said they fixed things. They went backwards, but again, I mean, is it, people say about numbers and stuff. Yeah, the numbers may suck. 3 fireman teams, 4v4. But at the end of the day, you have to, and if at the end of the day, you ask yourself, if you're still logging on, if you're still playing, you're obviously having fun somewhere.
Oh, nah.
And it's not just not you. I'm talking about in the general consensus here.
Oh yeah, if you're still logging on.
For people who complain. I'm like, you're still logging on, right? Yes. You still play PvP, right? Yeah. So who gives a crap? Yeah. Okay, yeah. If you're having fun, that's all that matters. You're having fun.
Yeah.
I don't really care about 6v6, 4v4, as long as I can go in there and Night Stalker someone with a bloody arrow and be done.
Oh yeah, yeah, makes sense.
I have my expectation for MMO-esque games. I've been desensitized by disappointment because look at Final Fantasy 14. It's been the same thing for 4 years, and they keep saying they're doing more new. When that's a paid subscription game.
Oh yeah, no.
And
when it comes to that game, I just like they should probably make it free to play.
That's a whole different conversation. We can say that for a whole different podcast on that one. I'm of 2 minds with that one about free to play and not, because I've played free to play MMOs.
Did you play that Marvel MMO?
I did.
That was pretty good.
But my problem with Yes, but see, my problem with pay MMOs is that there are what's the word I'm looking for? So, Final Fantasy 14, despite its repetitiveness,
Yeah.
it's still quality content
Oh
in a
yeah, it is.
sense.
Yeah,
Like it looks, it always will look good. It's just the fact. It's not that. Let me change my thing about Final Fantasy 14. It's not that the content is bad. You know,
Yeah.
the dungeons, even if it's the same type of form, it's just that there's no long term investment. You do it a couple of times and you're done.
Oh yeah, man. A lot of
Free to
people
play
complain about
games, yes, free to play games tend to, when they start, you have that initial high. Oh, this is fun. But then you reach a certain point in the game where it's like, well, you kind of have to start shoveling the cash, or you realize that it is harder to progress because of the cash. Well, I'm not saying every free to
that.
play
Yeah.
game doesn't.
Yeah, because I'm like Warframe and DCU aren't like that.
Well, yeah, Warframe, well, DCU. From what I heard, at some point you really gotta start because you don't really get much of anything in DCU at a certain spot.
Actually,
It really.
when it comes to that
Mm-hmm.
game, if you play a lot of the raids and a lot of the strikes, you actually get a lot of the coins and stuff. Like, prime example, you can get like I don't even remember the name of some of those currencies because they had like 7 types of currencies so you can use to purchase like legendary armor or legendary equipment. I never paid a dime. I've never paid a single dime to play that
I never
game.
made it that far to even do it because I will always get kind of
Oh no, don't get me
bored with
wrong.
DCU at some points.
I hate that game. I hate that game with a passion, and I can literally talk about it for like years on why that game has its issues. Okay, but I'm gonna go ahead and move on from that
But
and
the pig,
ask, huh?
but it, hmm? No, go ahead.
I'm gonna move on that and ask you about what do you feel about what's going on with EA?
Yeah, and the whole Battlefront thing.
Yeah.
Is it sad to say I just don't care?
Oh no.
I don't own the game. I don't own the game.
I don't know the game
I,
either.
I'm gonna say this. And it's going to go back to cause we never discussed the Eververse, but it's all going to tie into Eververse as well.
Yeah.
This all ties into loot boxes. Matter of fact, this is the whole EA thing. This is the whole loot box conversation. So I'm just going to kind of wrap this. I'm going to wrap this all up in one thing. It's the loot box thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily agree with loot boxes per se,
Yeah.
but if it's cosmetic only, and there is a means to unlocking them through the game, say like Overwatch, or whatever,
Yeah.
then, even Destiny, then my complaints go out the window. If it's not something that's innate if it doesn't buff my weapons, give me new effects for a weapon that can overly make my weapon overpowered, if it's just cosmetics, I don't see the reason to argue. I really don't. Now, if it's like, things like, say, Call of Duty, I don't know if Call of Duty necessarily, Call of Duty gives you loot boxes now.
No.
They have, like, extra grips,
terrible.
legendary weapons. I have Call of Duty World War II.
Me too.
Yeah.
Ever since Black Ops, it was like, bruh, you get
So,
weapons out of these, but
you get weapons you can get early that are overpowered. But World War II has bad things anyway. The hit detections in that game are absolute garbage. But that's why I can't play it. I can't play it anymore. I cannot. I am a headshot type person. If the hit detections aren't right, I just can't. But
that's why I shoot.
We're not going to talk about World War II. But the whole loot box thing, when it comes to people talk about, Eververse, it's fucking cosmetics, man.
Hey,
and I had it.
No, yeah, go ahead.
It's cosmetic, and I'm sorry for the language, but I had to really say it because I'm tired of people saying, Eververse. I mean, it's cosmetic. Nothing. Now, granted, there's been rumors that they've been hiring for progression style loot boxes. I don't care because it's not in the game right now.
Oh, okay.
If it's not affecting me now, I don't care. Now, if it affects me, say next expansion, I mean, yeah, I'll have it because I bought the expansion thing, but it doesn't mean I have to play it or condone to it. Yeah. But for now, it doesn't affect me. Everything in Eververse is cosmetic. It does nothing for me.
Okay.
What a exotic speeder? Who cares?
Oh yeah. But there's an issue, and here's why I say there's an issue. First of all, we all know that the loot boxes in friggin' Star Wars were literally a crime, and they should be blown up and shot in the kneecaps because they adding to the game where somebody can literally just pay $1,000 and become the best player of all time is literally something you should never do for online mode.
I agree.
But when it comes to that cosmetic thing, there's a difference between what the Eververse is and what Overwatch is. What's the major difference between Overwatch and Destiny, King? Oops.
Well, Overwatch is fun.
No, besides that, what's the major difference between Overwatch and Destiny?
What, XP?
No.
What? I don't know. I mean,
one game you customize your character, one game you're using established characters. Now, the reason why Overwatch doesn't get no shit, granted to me it still gets its shit, but it doesn't get as much shit simply because one, it's Overwatch, it's Blizzard. If people believe Blizzard can do no wrong, but to me, they've done so many wrongs that the loot boxes is just like the smallest thing they've done in years. But when it comes to its cosmetic, it doesn't really matter. Everybody who plays a game, right, wants to look unique. In Destiny, it is a game where you create your own character. Now, in these stupid loot boxes or whatever they're called, bright engrams, you have the little one-time shaders. Some things you can never get unless you purchase. And the bright engrams, like in the donning event, you have to purchase to get half those donning situations. It's like I want to look unique as a guardian. I don't want to look at nobody else, so I have to grind to either get all these or I have to purchase them. Hence why it's kind of BS when it comes to the Eververse, even if it's just cosmetic. Like, why do you think something like Dark Souls 3? Why do they have like fashion sites, like Fashion Souls? You can go on a website. And people care that much about cosmetic stuff, man.
Well, let me play devil's advocate for a second. Because you know me, I love creating characters.
Oh, yeah. Everybody does.
But now, I will say that Destiny, and this goes back to Destiny 1, doesn't have any type of unique type of...
oh, no, it does not.
But
the shader situation makes it worse.
And to play devil's advocate here, let's be honest. If you really take Destiny down to its core, ultimately, you're going to wear one exotic that fits your class. I'm going to just use Night Stalker. You're only going to use one exotic. That's Orpheus Rig. No other exotic for that class. No other exotic for Hunter even matters if you're running Night Stalker.
Yeah, that's
so you're running Orpheus Rig.
Don't use Night Stalker at all. That shit is garbage.
It
looks so.
No, it's not.
It looks so ugly. No, it's ugly.
Night Stalker is beautiful.
No,
the pants are terrible. Night Stalker is
terrible.
probably the best class, sir.
Sunslinger is way better. I'm sorry.
No. PvP, maybe.
PvP.
PvE?
PvE, it doesn't really matter because the other one.
But Night Stalker is god tier in PvP. No. PvE, sorry.
I was about to say no, it's not in PvP.
But that's a discussion to have. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you take that, so you're gonna have your exotic. So that eliminates one. So that eliminates pants for me.
Yeah. Same here.
Okay. So let's think every Night Stalker hunter is gonna wear Orpheus Rig unless they don't have it.
Yeah.
So you have helmet, capes, chest piece, and armors.
Yeah.
So either A, you're gonna go get the Iron Banner gloves. Okay, they look nice. B, you'll wear either the one of the 1,000 legendary gloves you get, which all look pretty much terrible except for like the sword fights. I like the sword fight because they had the little knives on them. Or you'll wear one of the faction stuff. Now, the cosmetics from the Eververse is what? Just one set of armor. Literally is one set. It's not like it's like 4 different sets, and there's literally one set. And truth be told, they look terrible.
Yeah.
But if you were to really take Destiny down to its core, you will look at the stats before you look at anything.
Yeah.
If I am a hunter, I'm not trying to run around with 10 mobility, no recovery, and no resilience. No. So I'm being like I'm playing devil's advocate because this is actually legit.
Yeah.
if you really want to be serious about Destiny, you're gonna look at the stats of your gear and you're gonna say, okay, well, I don't want to run with 10 mobility, no recovery if I'm doing higher end stuff. You know, if you're doing high end, you're gonna get, because mobility is garbage. Now, as a hunter, you really don't have much of a choice. You're gonna have about 4 to 5 recovery, pretty much regardless. But you know, so as much as cosmetic is great, what Destiny needs, except for let me get this cosmetic, then I still have to infuse it to make it strong enough. Even if the gears, even if the stats are crap, what Destiny needs is like a glamour system to glamour over what you're wearing.
Yeah.
So again, yes, I understand this cosmetic. People want to customize the character is locked behind Eververse, but let's face facts. There's so many legendaries in that game that 9 times out of 10, you're gonna look at Eververse garbage and say, "This is garbage. I'm not wearing it anyway."
Yeah.
Because you can always preview it. So once again, people that sit here and complain, I'm like, well, it looks okay. If you're a hunter or you're a warlock, it looks terrible. And if you want it, that's fine. But you still, one, have to power it up. Two, if you're actually going to play the game legit, you're going to want it for the stats. And B, instead of complaining about Eververse, complain to Destiny about why is there's no glamour types, transmog type system to where if I have extra gear, if I like this top piece, or okay, for example, if I'm wearing Orpheus rigs, but I don't like the way they look, why can't I just take a pair of pants I already have and glamour over it, so that every Night Stalker I see, I don't see that everyone wearing Orpheus rig in different colors.
Oh yeah, that
I think that's what
was hilarious.
People tell me these things, and I tell people all the time. The problem with Destiny isn't Eververse.
It's a problem.
It's a slight problem, but the bigger problems are the directions and the stuff they do within the game. They should have a glamour system by now.
Yeah, if I categorize the problems with Destiny, Eververse is still one of the top 3. I literally would say they didn't change anything from the first one, like the shooting mechanics.
That's number one. The number one thing is it really hasn't changed. Number 2 is it's the way nothing feels special. I don't know if you was here to hear me say it, but nothing feels special.
I heard it.
That's actually that's number 1. The loot, because nothing feels special. That's actually number 1. Number 2 is the, I guess, structure of the raiding. If you're an in-core raider, because I think the raids on this game are absolute garbage. Nothing.
Well, first of all,
really feels important.
I've been trying to do a raid with people for years now. Granted, clearly not really years, but trying to do the goddamn raid, and no one wants to do the raid.
Because you don't get anything out of it that's worth your time. You get weapons out of random boxes that are better in the raid. So that's number 2. Eververse technically falls last to me because it's just cosmetic. And truthfully, none of the cosmetics have looked that good. Now, the weapon skins have looked pretty nice. But, again, it's when it's subjective. I mean...
Yeah, it's subjective to a point. But ever since this Downing event happened, man, it's like it makes the company look like they're a bunch of greedy assholes. And it's really bad.
But that's the thing. People buy it anyway.
Oh yeah,
that's the thing. People are buying this. That's why do you think companies do it?
Yeah, my problem is the people that complain and then buy the product.
People are buying loot boxes, whether it's from Destiny, whether it's from Overwatch, whether it's from any game that does it. People Killing Floor, people buy them, knowing it's only cosmetic, but yet they want to complain about it. And I would, the complaints. I can understand saying it's a cash grab, but at the same time, is it really affecting the game? They want to say, fix Eververse. There are far more important problems. There are far more problems before her. That's like bottom of my list. Legitimately, that is bottom of my list because I care more about the structure of the game as far as its core properties. Loot, whatever story it has, gunplay, the weapon, weapons, the cores of Destiny. Eververse is literally like, they want to fix that, okay, whatever. because it's cosmetic. It's nothing in there. First of all, none of the gear to me has really looked that great. No hunter gear has really looked good to me per se. You know, Warlock, Titan, Hunter, garbage. I don't care. My Hunter, the way he looks now, I actually like.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the speeders. I mean, sure, why not?
Yeah,
But
I actually told my
I don't
cousin that
care.
when he got this exotic speed. I was like, "Does it allow you to shoot?" He was like, "No." I was like, "Then why should I care that you
You
have
know,
this exotic
ships.
speed?"
Oh, I have a
Oh
ship to
no,
look
no.
at on my loading screen.
Okay,
I
first
mean,
the ship thing that needs to stop. They need to stop with that. They need to stop giving us customized ships. That's something that needs to
yeah, that
change.
does nothing.
It
That does
does
nothing.
zero
So,
anything.
do you see my point though? There are more things before Eververse because until they do now, like I said, for now, I'm not talking about 10 years. I'm not talking about, next month. I'm talking about as of now. Because the rumor is they have hired for loot box type progression, whatever. We don't know how that's really going to go. I'm not going to get into it. But as of now, it is not in place. One, I don't care about the donning. Two, because 9 times out of 10, the weapons that are in the game now,
Yeah.
you're pretty much good with unless you find something that's magically as good or slightly better than what you're using.
Mm-hmm.
And donning gives you a couple weapons. I know I got a sword from it, but as a hunter, you're going to use one sword anyway. The quick feint. That's all you're going to use.
Because
So
it makes you move faster.
exactly. Good job, Blizzard. Good job, Activision on that. Who cares? I got
Yeah.
the sword. I'm like, oh, okay. I'll just throw it in a box and give it to my warlock or something.
Yeah.
But
It doesn't work.
and a
Like
lot of people
that.
don't even use, and a lot of people don't even use swords anyway because fusion rifles, rocket launchers. Come on. But as of there are so many things that Destiny needs to work on before Evers. Like for example, expansion number 2. Now, what saved Destiny 1 the first time? Adding in new powers. Night Stalker, Stormcaller, and I forgot the hammer one. That really changed the game. You know,
Oh yeah.
Night Stalker was a crowd control beast. Stormcaller, you ran around looking like Emperor Palpatine from Star Wars. The hammer was just OP, you feel like Thor. They need to understand that before you even think about Eververse, it's cosmetic. If people want to complain, let them complain. They're idiots. It's cosmetic. Who cares?
Yeah.
If Activision was smart, if they were smart, they will fix the cores. First of all, I want my rewards to feel special to me.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But at the same time,
You know,
a part of the reward system is literally stuck in a paywall. So that's why
I
a
mean
lot of people.
that,
I know.
but
That's why a lot of people are
it
complaining.
doesn't.
So.
It's not even a reward when the power is 10. I'm not. What am I getting? I'm rewarded.
Hey,
Oh, power is 10. Now I gotta upgrade it with something. Oh joy.
hey, like I said, man. But that's neither here nor there, sir. It's neither here nor there. All right, and we got one more topic. I believe somebody wanted to talk about the current trend of remakes in retro games. Hello,
Hmm?
remakes in retro games.
Oh, yes. I was so enthralled with the conversations.
I think, I think you were. I don't know.
Yeah, I was very much listening very, very intently. No, I just wanted other gamers, people's opinions on the current fad of I've been hearing mixed reviews and things, mostly negative as far as remakes. Like there's Medieval, the remaster that's coming out. PlayStation, Okami. We had Okami HD. Ratchet and Clank, and we had Crash. So I just wanted you guys' opinions as far as what your thoughts are if this is and then we'll get to also besides just the nostalgia ones, but then of course the ones that constantly are doing it or actually doing it just because to make money, like Skyrim, which is a whole other topic. But I just wanted you guys' opinions on this current trend of remasters in HD.
Oh, okay. Well, first I have to say, remember how so Dark Wave. Remember how just a moment ago you said people will still buy it.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's the same thing with games when it comes to games like that. Because people always complain, why you always remaking these games? But I'm gonna go buy it anyway. Like, what are you complaining about this for?
Um. So I'm going to take this in a particular way.
Yeah.
I don't mind it when it is something like Crash, Medieval, Shadow Colossus, Xenoblade.
Oh, Xenoblade did get
Xeno,
remade.
no, no, not that. I'm not. That did, but Zone the Enders. Sorry,
Oh
Zone the
yeah, that
Enders.
was that was good. That was good.
Um, I actually appreciate when they bring out remakes like that. What I don't like is when I see games like Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 6, Skyrim shoved down my throat on every single solitary platform that releases. Oh, a new system release? We gotta put Resident Evil 4 on there. Oh, a new system release? We gotta put Skyrim on there. I don't like that because one, it's usually either a downgrade version or it's the same version on a different platform. B, it's not needed because if you haven't played Skyrim in the last 7 years, where have you been? Same with Resident Evil 4. If you ain't played Resident Evil 4 in the last 10 years, at this point, and usually I wouldn't be bad about, but the fact that they shove it down our throats, and I look at these game companies, I'm like, well, because people say, oh, the Switch needs this, and it's great that Skyrim is on the Switch. I mean, no, it really isn't, because if you haven't played Skyrim by now, why even buy it on the Switch?
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
Do you know
here's the
how much
thing
I
that
get crap? Go ahead, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. You go ahead.
Now I was gonna say, do you know how much crap I get for not buying Skyrim on PS4 or Xbox One? Do you know why I haven't bought it on PS4 and Xbox One? I have it on PC. What do I need it for?
Oh yeah, you have the.
I literally have it on PC, and I can get that HD version for free
Oh yeah, you have.
if I really want to.
You literally have the best version and the most stable version of the game.
Yeah, and guess what? The graphics mods, I've been there. So there you go.
Yeah, yeah. Bethesda's been adding that stupid that mod that microtransaction system that they try to pass off as mods, but whatever. That's not what we're talking about today.
My thing too that I also want to bring a point that I want to bring up too that you mentioned, if you haven't played Skyrim by now, like seriously, um, and this is not me defending the fact that they have made Skyrim literally for every single system, every single thing that has come out. You know, literally we're seeing Skyrim just all over the place. And as much as I have enjoyed Skyrim and put more than 200, damn near about 300 hours on it when I had it on Xbox. Here for people, how do you feel as far as for people that say, for an example, does not have a PlayStation, or for a while I did not have a PlayStation 4. I only probably had my PlayStation 4 for what 2 years, Wild Fang, maybe that. I originally just had a 360. Now, for somebody say that does not that had the older gen systems and that wanted to, save up or something like that to get the new gen systems or even get the PlayStation VR, and they're like, man, I actually now want to play Skyrim on with the VR for Sony. I want to switch over. I actually want to make that. So I think one of the main reasons why that they're constantly making money and constantly remastering it is because of people that's buying these different systems and experiencing it on a different system. I think that's what. So, how do you feel as far as for people that, granted, like you say, who hasn't played Skyrim? Like, honestly, I was playing it on Xbox 360, seriously, when it first came out on 360. But for those people that did not get the opportunity to get this game, for PlayStation 4, for Xbox One X, C times 2 divided by 3, carry the C over. Um, how do you feel about, or how would you respond to that?
Um. Well, I mean, if you've never, so let me backtrack a little bit because it seemed like I've been talking about the negatives. Is it good that they expand games to uh other consoles? Yes. And maybe it was a bad thing. Maybe it was actually bad to use Skyrim as an example because Skyrim technically is only one gen behind.
Actually,
Um.
they've remade that game 8 times now, and um,
Well.
for me, Skyrim is the example of a negative because the game is out on every goddamn console, and I bet you 10 years from now we're gonna get another version of Skyrim, and I'm like, all right, I'm pretty positive everyone in the world plays Skyrim, and I hate
Yeah.
that game. Like
Well, the
I,
only reason why I say two,
I'm,
because PS3, 360, and PS4 and Xbox One.
oh yeah, I understand.
Um.
But at the same time, you didn't have to make it 8 goddamn times. 8. Okay? Not one, not twice, not once a console. They remade the game 8 times, including the special Game of the Year editions that they had for all of the goddamn consoles. Okay? And to make it even worse, the Switch version is not the Game of the Year edition. It's the regular edition.
Because the
Okay?
Switch can't handle it.
Yes. So that's why that
But
game
I
is an
mean,
example of. Oh, not even that. It's the fact that they released the game with the same fucking bugs and the same fucking problems every fucking generation. Like the
well,
horse. Okay.
do you know how much work that would be to fix that game to perfection? But
You have released it 8 times.
hey man, they just up the graphics. They don't care because people's gonna buy it anyway.
Exactly.
But
That's my
but
problem.
I don't know because to bring up E4's point, there are people who may have not gotten the 360 or PS3 and they were saving up for a P4 and
Yeah,
Xbox One.
I get it.
Now,
I get it.
if they haven't played Skyrim then, I mean, honestly, more power to you.
Yeah, makes
You
sense.
enjoy it.
Yeah, you enjoy it.
Um,
But if you've already had the game,
is
for me, it's just like,
well, if you've already
why?
had like for me, if you've already had it,
Yeah.
so no, let me no because I'm gonna play a little devil's advocate here
Yeah.
because of the fact you can mod now, even if it's paid or whatever. That is actually a reason to maybe get it again for PS4.
No,
Because nine times
Xbox
out of
doesn't,
10,
because the PS4 version of the mods are
I'm just
ass.
I'm just I'm
Yeah.
just saying the names, man. I'm not really. I would never buy a Bethesda game on PlayStation anyway. But um, if with the mods coming out with the consoles, I would say to a certain point, if you've already had it, that sure, why not? I'm not gonna sit here and all the versions of it, I'm just gonna say that when it's done right with remakes or remasters or whatever, if it's done properly, it can be fine.
Oh yeah.
Skyrim, in the case of Skyrim, when they said okay, the Xbox One and PS4 version will have some type of mod support, I believe that was done right. Now I didn't play those versions, so don't. I can't sit here and say, "Oh, the mod system worked great."
Oh
I
no.
have it on PC.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't
Yeah.
give a
You
crap.
don't have a problem, but like no bull, the mod system on both the consoles did not work properly, and they did not. I don't think they did a good job with them, and that's why they had to try to add the paid mods, and it's failing because I'm not paying you to mod my console. That's not going down like that. Yeah, so for me, it's not. But you know what? One good remaster is uh, Last of Us. That's a good remaster. They just up the graphics and put
I
it on the
mean,
next console.
yeah. Now, though, see, this is actually difficult subject because because I'm like of two minds.
Yeah.
A part of me is like, if it's older, okay, Okami.
Oh yeah. Perfect. That was
Yeah.
PS2 games being remastered now, I can 100% appreciate and agree with.
Oh yeah.
PS3 games being remastered now, not I don't give a crap because I just played it.
Yeah.
One, I just played it, and two, I'm not gonna play it again. Like I'm not. A lot of people like playing. A good friend of ours, Jamal, likes to play games. The old one, the previous version before the new one come out to kind of catch up on the story. I really don't do that often. I really don't because I just don't care. They usually recap the entire first game within the new one anyway.
Oh yeah.
So last gen, unless it's like first generation PS3 game that was like god awful, and they completely built from the ground up. Like say if they redid Lair or something, or Haze from the ground up,
Oh Lord.
then maybe. But when they bring out something that was good, like Last of Us or even GTA. Now I know why they do it.
Okay.
It's for the extra money.
Yeah, but for me, look, it's like this. For Last of Us, they did it, but if they do Last of Us again for the PS5, then I'm gonna be like, all right, no, stop it.
They're milking
Freaking
the cash cow.
exactly. I'm gonna be like, no,
Well, that's
don't do it
Capcom.
again. No, Last of Us is a Capcom.
No. I'm
That's
saying that's what
Naughty.
Capcom does. No. I'm saying that's what Capcom does. I'm not saying Last of Us.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what Capcom does.
Resident Evil 4 is a prime example.
Resident Evil 4 has
It's
come
the
out
biggest horror.
5 goddamn times, and that
The
game,
biggest gaming.
yeah, it's a horror, and that game is tight. But I still like 5 better. That's what makes it even worse. I love
Well,
4. I like 5 better, but even I thought they didn't need to remake the game 75 times. And why the hell did they remake 6? Whose bright idea was it to remake?
we'll never buy it again.
That is the worst Resident Evil in the world.
I wouldn't go that far, but
What is the worst Resident Evil to you, sir?
I mean, you have Umbrella Corporation, you have Operation Raccoon City.
Okay, first of all, I mean between the main Resident Evils.
Oh, you talking about numbered?
Umbrella Corps and Raccoon City are the shittiest Resident Evils, period. But like,
you talking about numbered series?
number series, yes.
As far as number series, I would probably have to go with. I would probably say 6, but it's sad because when I played Resident Evil 6, my only real issues with that game was
What?
find the keys
Oh.
for every single
Oh.
campaign. I'm gonna say this: Jamal really doesn't agree.
Hmm?
I say this: if that game was just Leon and Helena and Ada, that would have been better than 5 to me.
Actually, for me, it would have been if they just had Chris and Leon. That game would have
No Chris. No Chris.
No,
Chris.
Think of it like this: if it was just the 2 greatest characters in Resident Evil, and it wasn't an action game, and it was like 5 but better, the game would have been tight.
Well, Leon's campaign was like that.
Leon's campaign was
kind
good.
of.
Now imagine
it was the best campaign in the game.
Yeah, and imagine if his partner was Chris, and it would be tight. I would have been happy. Instead, we got.
I'm not a Chris fan.
I am.
So.
I'm a Chris fan.
You know why I don't like Chris? Because his story was over. Legitimately, his story was over, honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly, let me tell you this. 6 should have been 5 as far as order, and 5 should have been 6.
Yeah.
Order-wise.
Oh, yeah, because he did defeat Wesker, so technically...
That's why I feel like his story was done. Yeah. I feel like, and I will always say this, I'm a big Resident Evil fan. I've read the books. I'm so deep in Resident Evil that it pains me. I didn't even play Resident Evil 7 because I'm just that irritated with Resident Evil.
Oh no, Resident Evil 7 was alright, but it was hot garbage at the same time. I've never felt like
the only reason why I haven't really played because I'm legitimately I don't care about new characters. I'm sick of freaking plot holes. I'm sick of having to do research on some other characters I don't care about. But I will say this. Resident Evil 6 you know, if it had done what I wish it did, just you could have had Elena in there, or you could have just made it Leon and Ada. Because honestly speaking, the only two characters who aren't really wrapped up are Leon and Ada.
Yeah.
6 should have been where 5 is. 5 should have been where 6 is. And you couldn't just reboot the whole series with 7.
Yeah. Yeah. We.
No Jakes. Now Sherry, you could have brought Sherry in there as a as a character to be in the game, not as a playable character, but just a character to be in there.
Yeah.
But Leon and Ada should have been the only characters in Resident Evil 6. If you want to throw Helena in there as his partner, I probably would have took Helena out and put Sherry in. Can you imagine Leon, Sherry, and Ada? That wraps up pretty much the entire thing. Now people are gonna say Claire, but Claire had her ending. Resident Evil Damnation.
Yeah.
So
and Revelations 2. Oh, 1.
Exactly.
2, whatever.
So she has her revelation. Damn. Speaking of revelation.
Back on topic. Still, like games like the Crash Bandicoot remake, which was a fantastic move, was great. Medieval is about to be a great move. Granted, I've never played a Medieval in my life. What else? Shadow of Colossus.
Rumor Legacy of Kain. There's rumors about that.
If they do, they're gonna
Soul
make
Reaper.
money. Like for me, it's like some of these companies. It's like you want to make money, right? How about you just remake some of your old IPs? Like Jesus Christ, Square could just bring out Vagrant Story and call it a day.
Bushido Blade.
They just make Bushido Blade and print money. Freaking Naughty Dog was like, we want money besides our Uncharted, which is now officially over. We want money. Oh, how do we get it? Let's remake our most beloved goddamn franchise of all time and put it on the PS4. And what happened? Freaking, they got money.
That's what you do.
They got money. Freaking, but
that's what you do. Like remakes like that, I'm all for. It's just when it's just when I see games from the previous consoles.
Oh yeah, like
get a remake. And they do nothing about it but up the graphics. Yeah. Okay, that's nice. I'm not spending $60, and they have another charge you $60.
Oh yeah. It's when they charge you $60 and they make no changes.
Yeah.
Skyrim.
I just told Wi-Fi this. I said if Crash Bandicoot would have been $40, I would not have bought it. I would not have. I would have waited until it just instantly went down. Like he was like what 30? I think like $29.99, $25.99. Was like, all right, cool. That's a good price right there. Okami was like $19.99. Cool. I'm not about to sit here. Good for you. But honestly, the only 3 games at this point right now that I already said that would definitely make money need to remaster. They need to bring Spyro, Jack and Daxter, the first one. Unfortunately, we're probably going to get all 3.
First of all, the first one is the worst out of all of them. What are you talking about?
I enjoyed one.
It got a little too dark for me.
Yeah, hey, it's all right. But the second one and the third one, the second one from when he woke up out of the coma, literally made the world go, "Oh my god!"
I enjoyed all of them.
I'm going to kill Crassus. And remember that he was the silent one in the first one, and the second one he just went all L. I'm going to murder this guy. Hence why people gravitated toward Jack and Daxter, and it became more like Ratchet and Clank. People loved that because his gun was a
better. Ratchet and Clank, honestly.
Yeah, it became better because he had one gun and it modded itself. Like 8 different things, and he could fight, it could turn dark and turn light. It made the game fun. The third one, the only problem I had with that game, and I still have it, was the stupid driving sections. Oh my god. I would like
What's
to
the
murder
third one?
The third one, you said what? You said what?
She said Jack and Daxter.
Yeah.
She said Spyro. It was the third one.
And I swear, at the third one, I swear to everlasting Jesus Christ on everything that is good, the world, it would blow up if they remaster Crash Team Racing and open up service for it. Oh, Jesus Christ.
God. I wouldn't care. If that game was $60, I'd buy that day one. I wouldn't even care.
I would too. I swear I would too. I will complain, but I'll be right one of the people in the line.
Take my money, take my shoes.
Take my car, take my dog.
Hey, but
Gus. I will tell you. I'm sorry.
Hey, but you know what game they need to stop remaking? If they make
Mm.
another fucking Kingdom Hearts, another
Oh,
Kingdom
that's
Hearts
on
two
my
point five,
list.
point 8, point 6, point
You
72,
know how
point
I
8,
feel
point
about Kingdom
fractured
Hearts.
of
I'm
7.
done with it.
I swear to
Oh
God.
yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
We
Kingdom
we
Hearts
gonna
and
be
me.
in our
I know.
30s. We gonna be in our pushing up 40 before Kingdom Hearts 3 come out. Let's
Oh
not
my
even go on
God.
Kingdom
Okay.
Hearts.
Okay. First of all, no. All right. First of all, when I saw 1.5, I was like, okay, those are for PS2. Then I saw 2.5, I was like, oh, okay, maybe you should just leave it with these two. Then I saw 1.9. I was like, all right, you guys are big dickheads. And then I saw 1.5 plus 2.5 for the PS4, and I was like, all right, now you
But
guys are just being trolls now. Don't you just
but
make
wow.
3? Huh?
No, I was ask you a question. Go ahead, Waffle.
No, go. I was done. I was ranting.
Oh, so since we talking about remakes, we know which one. We know I'm about to ask y'all. We got to think about a certain remake coming out.
Final
Begins with an
Fantasy.
F. Begins with an F, and then
Final
it has a
Fantasy
number
7.
7.
Oh no.
I want both opinions.
Okay,
Oh,
first,
Both.
isn't that everyone's favorite?
not mine.
Mm,
Isn't that
eh.
everybody? Literally, when I have never played a Final Fantasy game, and it's not because I didn't have the opportunity to. It just was something that I enjoyed watching people play. If that's doesn't sound too weird, but talking from everybody, everyone's favorite Final Fantasies is 4 and 7.
It's 6 and 7. That wouldn't make any
Oh,
sense.
I've been here. Oh, I
No
hear
one got
4.
4.
That's
How did you? First of all, if anybody says it's Final Fantasy 4, I would literally stare at them like, how the hell were you playing 4 in your past when they didn't bring 4 out to the States to 2011? Second of all, yeah, it made more sense that it's like 6, aka 3 and 7. But yeah,
Are you looking forward to a Waffle?
no. There's a reason why, and here are my multiple reasons why. First of all, 7 isn't my favorite. I fucking hate 7 now. Reason why I hate 7, I love all the Final Fantasies 1 through 10, but I'm starting to hate 7 because 7 won't die. People keep wanting 7 to come out, so they keep making 7 because it keeps giving
Do
them
you know
money.
why 7 won't die, sir?
Oh, because people. And
No.
why?
Well, people, but because Square has made the minus 15 probably at this point. But Square had as far as media,
Yeah.
everything has been tied to 7. Everything outside of gaming has been tied to 7 minus the stuff with 15.
Oh yeah.
If you really think about it, Dirge of Cerberus,
7.
Crisis Core,
7.
Advent Children,
7.
Advent Children Complete.
7. Now, here's where I literally I get frustrated with 7. First of all, we had 2 prequels in 2 different time periods of said prequel, in a movie that takes place after, and the game that takes place after the fucking movie. Yet we want another 7, but we can't get a remake of any other Final Fantasy. Like, I don't know.
Well, they're thinking about remaking 8.
I would love 8. I would love it. That's my favorite one.
But you know why they're doing 7. You
Oh,
know why.
because
That
they
would make
want.
the most money out of anyone. You
First of
know it.
all, 15 made them a lot of money. Yeah.
But 15 is very controversial.
15 is controversial, but at the same time, I love 15. I like Noctis. I
I
like
enjoyed it.
Ignis.
I didn't enjoy the ending,
Oh
but I
no,
enjoyed it.
I like the alternate ending from episode Ignis.
And I hated 13, chapter 13 with a passion. The original chapter 13. I haven't
Oh
gone back
yeah.
to play that game yet.
Oh no, they fixed it. They fixed it. Trust me, they fixed
I know.
it.
I haven't played it.
Yeah, but regardless, right? Final Fantasy VII is a good game, but when you really put some thought into it, the game starts to break the hell down. Like Sephiroth is quite possibly the biggest idiot in the game. Him and Cloud are quite possibly big idiots. First of all somebody had to do, I don't know, maybe somebody that was traveling with Cloud, just tell him the actual events that happened. He probably would have went through the crisis he went through halfway through the game and got over it. But instead, no. He waits till he finds out through Sephiroth to figure out that he didn't do half that crap that Zack did. Okay, that could have probably saved you about an hour of gameplay without using Cloud. Maybe she should have did that. And two, somebody should have told Sephiroth that his mother and father is Hojo and Lucrezia, respectively. Maybe he wouldn't have burned down the town. I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out
I mean,
there.
those are things that I'm not even going to bring up because, you know,
Yeah.
if you want to do that, every Final Fantasy game has
Every
things
Final
that could
Fantasy has a flaw, but
easily be. But you know why 7's being remade. You know why.
Money. And because it's the most popular. And to me,
but the question is, though, are you going to buy it?
No, because first of all, they said it's going to be episodic. They said it's going to be episodic. If I buy it, it's going to be when they're done that bullcrap.
But are you going to buy it? No. Are you going to buy it?
No. I'm going to
Not at all. Not at all.
I'm going to rent it from GameFly.
Okay, let me. Are you going to play it?
Yeah.
Are you going to beat it?
I don't know. It depends. If they change the story.
So they are changing some things with the story.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm not going to buy it. Yeah, that's the main reason why I'm not going to buy it.
They may change it for the better because Final Fantasy VII story is the...
Bro, it's New Square. New Square, one of the worst companies to ever craft stories.
You're right, but maybe they'll change it for the better.
Maybe. And mind you, this is not just New Square. It's Tetsuya Nomura, the guy who did not understand his own story for Kingdom Hearts. So therefore, he sounds like a complete idiot in any new Kingdom Hearts installment when he makes a game. This is the same gentleman
but they're critically acclaimed games, man. Critically acclaimed.
I know, but this is the same
doesn't
gentleman.
Matter if he doesn't matter if he understands.
I know, but it's like he makes the games and doesn't understand what the hell he just wrote. He said, Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts 2, Chain of Memories, let's market it differently. Let's market it like it's a remake of the first one. Okay, let's actually make the gameplay of the remake of the first so you add context to some of the story. Let's make 365 Days that retcons so much shit in the game. Makes no sense on why he did that.
Hey, man.
Okay.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
So, no, like, he doesn't understand how to make a story. So he looks like a complete retard.
He may do it, but guess what? That's why you have people out in the world that plug all that stuff together.
Oh, okay. All right. Yes.
I mean, it's the truth.
It
is the truth. You have people out there that will sit there. Hey! His job is to make the game.
He made the game, and this man would literally mess up his own story and therefore retcon the game.
Hey, man. Hey, man. Sometimes you gotta do it. Look at man.
Clearly,
retcon happens everywhere.
I know, but
retcons happen at all times. Look at Dragon Ball Super.
Okay. First of all, no, we're not talking about Dragon. We'll save that for another podcast. All right, because I have so much to say about Dragon Ball Super. It's not funny. Second of all,
I just said retcons.
Oh no. Okay, the fusion. That's all I have to say on that. Vegito, really? Okay, I'm done with this.
Hey. That was already canon. That was already canon.
No. You shut your damn mouth, okay?
Vegito was canon.
Okay, no.
That's not the retcon I'm talking about with Super.
No, I'm
talking about the entire GT show being retcon because of Super.
Not even that. Vegito in Dragon Ball Super, right? Just the name of the thing. Remember how in Dragon Ball Z they said when they fuse their stuff like that forever?
Well,
but
I mean,
but Super they're like, oh no, you're not stuck because you're not eyes. Like that makes zero sense.
Hey, retcon, man. Okay. They got me. Hey, look, these are questions that we've asked, but that's another subject.
Okay, but that's like I said, in Kingdom Hearts, right? This man said in the first one, and I quote, "Once you beat Xehanort or whatever the hell his name is at this point, I don't even care, right? The Heartless will die and the shit's over." Then Kingdom Hearts 2 come out. Oh, actually, he has a nobody, so yeah, Heartless still exists. Like, what the fuck, bro?
I mean, that happens in movies. That happens in anything.
It is still stupid. It's the dumbest.
But it happens. You should be desensitized by now, sir. It happens in every sense of media.
So
every media we get, it happens.
It doesn't
movies.
Matter. It doesn't matter.
Gaming.
It doesn't
books.
Matter. Okay, first
Star Wars.
When Star Wars do it, okay. When they do, first of all, they said midichlorians.
It happens.
Okay? When they said midichlorians, I almost wanted to shoot somebody in the face.
Hey man, even DBS said now they have S genes, so it happens. Retcons happen at all times.
Yeah, retcons
At
annoy.
all times.
Yeah, retcon is a pet peeve of mine, and it pisses me off every time I see
Hey
a
man,
retcon.
you should be desensitized by now. How old are you?
26?
Exactly. How long you been coherent?
20? I don't know.
So what? 5?
I don't know.
Exactly. You've been coherent since like 5.
I know, but you know,
You've been watching movies since probably like 9,
I
and
know.
knowing what they were about. So
I
you
know.
know what to expect. You should be desensitized by now.
Look, man, I want to say this like how everybody says that does rap, all right? Look,
Hey man, I'm
when
just
I go
being real.
into
You should be
movies,
desensitized
I like
by now.
to use my goddamn brain, and I don't like to turn it off.
That's your first mistake. You
I
don't
like
use
to
brains.
use my brain. First of all, I like to
Logic?
use my brain. Okay.
It's like me watching
Second
Jurassic
of all-
Park with logic.
First of all, Jurassic Park. Okay. Jurassic Park.
No,
The first
oh,
one
God.
needs your logic. The
That's like,
second one and
no.
the third one
No.
and the new one.
Are you talking about Jurassic, like the new Jurassic World, and then the second one that's supposed to be coming out, or you're talking about the Jurassic Parks, like
Jurassic
the
Park.
old
All
one?
of
First
them.
one.
All of them. I
Okay,
just
first-
dispense. First of all, if you want to talk about logic, how in the world could they even do something like this with the technology of that time period? Logic number one.
That's a very good question.
That is a good
Logic
question.
number-
But at
I
the
mean,
same time, we
Throw
don't
logic, man.
completely get all of the technology that they would have gotten, so we would never know. We can't
The
possibly know
things
that.
they were using, man, was freaking. That movie took place, I think, it wasn't even like the timeline of that movie. I don't even think was in the 2000s.
But
So-
Time
No, I
Cop,
think that was like late 90s.
yeah. But at the same time, Time Cop says 2004 was the future. So this is the
Hey,
the
did you
time.
put logic in that movie?
No, I don't. Time Cop.
Did you
is
put logic in Fifth Element with Mila Jovovich?
What year did that movie take place, though? It doesn't really
Who
matter.
knows?
That
Like
takes- that movie took
2100.
place- That movie took
Had
place.
flying cars and stuff.
Yeah, when they had flying cars in the future, son. So yeah, that movie.
But you don't use
that movie got a
logic,
pass.
sir.
That movie gets a
No,
pass.
no. But the thing is, you're saying you put logic. You should never use your brain for these type of things. Never. That's gonna piss you off even more.
I know, but certain movies, man, you gotta.
I
Okay.
don't.
But like
I go
said,
into every movie like, okay,
yeah, but
I'm going to just accept
yeah, but whatever. But back to what I was saying.
the.
In Kingdom Hearts, all right. What I was saying about Kingdom Hearts, because if we go on the movie tangent, we're gonna be making like 2 podcasts in one, and I don't have time for that.
Look, man,
Okay.
I have to hurry up and go to bed. I got work in 3 hours. Let's go, man.
All right, but yeah, Kingdom Hearts, yeah, it's the biggest. He doesn't know how to make games anymore, and I think he should fucking retire. Okay.
Hey, everyone loves Kingdom Hearts, so
everyone,
he's
love
doing
it.
something right.
Oh yeah,
He's doing something right.
yeah. They love the gameplay and going to Disney worlds and all that type of stuff, but no one
But
ever
he's doing something right.
stops and thinks one thing: the fuck are we even doing anymore? No one says
I
this.
mean,
You
I mean-
you don't even like the game. I know you don't like.
you're right. You're
You hate
right.
that game.
I played number 1. I played number 1. Beat 1. Played the first 6 days as Roxas. Realized I had to go back to the store. Stopped playing ever since.
Yeah.
No, I did play a Birth by Sleep. I like Ventus.
Oh yeah.
What?
Birth by Sleep was great, but that game was ultimately pointless because it was another prequel, which is like, what
Hey,
the
man.
hell? How do you make
Hey,
a
for a
prequel
person-
within a prequel within the interquel? That makes zero sense.
Hey man, it happens. It happens. Like I said, sir, when you see stuff like that, you
No,
question it for that moment, and you shrug your shoulders 10 years later. It's like,
no, fuck that shit. Especially when you make a remake,
hey man,
and you're gonna add even more confusion with another
Hey,
prequel
man.
movie.
Devil May Cry.
No, first of all, Devil May Cry 3 through Devil May Cry
Prequel?
3, 1, 2, and then no 3, 1 is 3,
4,
1,
2.
4, 2.
It's 3, 1, 4, 2.
Yeah, and when you put it all together, it makes sense. Okay, it's not like Dante first had to defeat the devil, and then after he defeats the devil, actually no, this isn't really the devil. This was the super devil, not defeat the real devil. No, it doesn't do that. It just says simple shit. You have to defeat. He kills his brother, or has his brother get trapped in hell. His brother becomes Nello Angelo. Then he has to kill him.
But it's still not
Then
finished.
he has to go save the sword that his son, that his nephew has, and then fucking he gets stuck in hell at the end of 2. Which 2 was a horrible game, but it's that simple. People like
And
I
it's
don't
still
get
not finished. We have plot holes now because Nero and all these other characters.
what plot hole.
Hey man, it's not finished.
My man, it's
Plot
not
holes.
finished. It's my man. It explain it clearly in the books, the manga, and the special edition of 4 explains where the fuck Virgil went to go even conceive of Nero. He was there. He was in that village training to get strong enough to go release the Temene Guru. That's what happened.
Hey man, yeah man. You remember? It's funny how we got from Final Fantasy 7
Oh
to
yeah,
Kingdom Hearts
my bad.
to
But
Devil May Cry 4.
remakes. Okay, we were talking about remakes. Okay, and I think remakes that actually make progress and aren't freaking from PlayStation 4 or 3 or anything like that are actually a good thing. It just depends on what they do. Like, again, you can't tell me fucking Skyrim should have been remade 8 times and legit look at me in the face and expect me to take that as a solid answer. Because Skyrim for the 50th time is just Skyrim with no changes, all the same goddamn bugs that it had. Like, you can still ride the horse sideways up a goddamn mountain and there's nothing bad gonna happen.
Hey, those are good glitches, alright? So, not all glitches are bad, man. Not all glitches are bad.
Okay, first of all, why does everybody say that? Not all the glitches are bad, but then again, there's some game-breaking glitch. No, okay, yes, some of the glitches are.
I like taking my horse Shadow Mirror up the side of the cliff. You know why?
I was just about to say that.
Okay,
I
yeah.
love running up the side of the mountain with my horse.
Who doesn't?
Yes. Okay. Yes.
You know how
Some of the
traveling in
glitches are
Skyrim
hilarious.
can be.
Oh, boring
Right,
as all hell.
thank you.
Skyrim is terrible.
It gets very
that map
tedious.
is terrible.
Oh yeah.
That map is by far the worst map ever. Oh, you look at the map. So if I go this way, no, wait, how do I? You know what?
Where's the path to where I can get to where I need to go?
Oh, yeah,
okay,
yeah,
I
yeah,
can't
fuck
get
that.
over there.
Mountain horse.
Okay,
Okay.
mountain.
Hey!
Horse, thank you.
Let's go.
Mountain
Thank
horse.
you. I'm gonna mount my way over there.
I'm gonna go get my mountain horse. Yeah.
You can't say you didn't do that pretty much for any place you had to go.
Oh no,
that wasn't
no.
Come on, man. You take shower mirror, you go right there.
Me and my horse rode up mountains, and there was a point where I played the game, and my horse ran up a mountain, but then we ran through the mountain and we fell. No, we fell through the mountain, and I died horribly. And then the game checkpointed me, and I was stuck in an infinite loop of death. So yes, I was a little pissed off.
Some glitches are good glitches. Skyrim had a lot of game-breaking glitches that were actually good. Because there are certain things in Skyrim that just was god-awful. That map was one of them. Good lord.
Jesus.
You going every which way direction. Like, why is the arrow getting smaller? I'm going the right way. Oh, wait, no. I'm supposed to go underground first. How'd I get underground? Oh, there's a mountain all the way across the field.
So I can't really get there. Oh, okay.
And then loops you, because the mountain all the way in Whiterun will loop you all the way to freaking Rivertown, whatever the fucking place was called. Yeah. Good job, Skyrim, with your map telling. Good job.
Oh, yeah.
Screw that.
Yeah, that map was
the thing.
But
Shower Mirror, you can't die. Let's go.
But yeah, like I said, man, certain remakes are great. Certain retro games are also great. It's just when you like the DMC game. I don't know if y'all heard about the DMC.
What's that? What's that? That doesn't
horrible
exist.
version of Devil May. Oh yeah, I know. But yeah, when they did
it's all about timing.
And then they remade the game, and they looked like jackasses because they were like, we're not gonna put any of these features in the game, but then we're gonna make a definitive version to put the issues that everybody had in the game. Or Dead Rising 4 when they remade it for PlayStation 4 when it was on Xbox One.
I think the main thing that happens with remakes and remasters is all about timing.
Yeah, you're right.
The most important thing is timing.
Yeah.
Ultimately,
don't make a game and come out a year later with the upgraded version of the game. Yeah, we remade the game. I came out with a game called A. Now this is game. I think the
only time I think that is successfully fine is if, say, a game's online base is so strong that because a system may be fading out and everyone's going to get that console, then like GTA 5.
Yeah.
I don't know if Last of Us Online is that strong. I know it's decent to play, but I don't know if it's that strong. But something like GTA where the online is really probably the best thing about GTA 5 because they constantly updating it.
Oh yeah.
Now
yeah.
it wasn't like that when it first came out. It was
Oh,
garbage
yeah.
when it first came out. They did
Oh,
nothing
completely-
for it. But now all of a sudden, now I don't have the game. They want to release everything for it.
completely.
But you know, when it's something like that, when the online base is strong, I can agree with maybe releasing it. You know, pretty much a year later. But if it's something like Last of Us, where 9 times out of 10 people are going to just play for the story.
Yeah.
You know, now if they had did it maybe like Uncharted did it like maybe a couple of months or so, I forgot how long it was before Uncharted. You know, the next game comes out. I
Yeah.
could probably see that. You know how Uncharted released 1, 2, and 3 about 4 or 5 months or so, if even that, before the fourth one came out. So if they do something like that and it's only like been a year or two, I can see where that's going. It's like, okay, well, you can now get both. You know, it's there. You know, but it's all about timing ultimately. But was there any other discussions?
Nope, we're good to go. So officially, we're gonna have to wrap this up because Kingdom Hearts.
Well, closing. Hold on, closing. One thing, just one game. Are y'all looking forward to anything? One game wise, just one game y'all looking forward to for 2018.
Ooh.
Wild Fang,
I don't
Evil.
have anything.
I have two, well, 1.5. One, I'm just gonna wait to see what people say about it, only because it is an EA and BioWare game. Wildframe probably knows what it is.
Anthem?
That is Anthem. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, I'm kind of
But
on
I'm
that boat too.
also I don't really know. I want to just see how people react and what's going on with that game.
Yeah,
And then
not
the
on
other
my EA
game,
game,
if
so
yeah, he no EA for you. And then for me, if it comes out this year, is Red Dead 2,
it
Red
will
Dead
come
I
out.
think
Redemption 2.
It's
Yes.
coming out.
that's a given for everyone.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not gonna say Red Dead because it's obvious.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a little bit different. I'm gonna say because I think it will be good. I'm actually gonna say one of the games anyway is um Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet.
Oh yeah, I
That's one
saw
of the games
that.
I'm looking forward to.
I was waiting for that to come
I
out.
was gonna say Ghost of Tsushima,
Yeah.
the new Sucker Punch game.
Yeah.
But the chances of that coming out this year are probably zero.
Oh yeah, nah, that's not coming out this year.
Open world samurai game is like Keenan take money, and that's like Keenan you will wait. So I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say Sword Art Fatal Bullet. If I had to choose one, I'm thinking about Code Vein.
Oh yeah, no, I can't wait to
I'm not. I'm not really. This is probably gonna be my last Souls-esque game unless a Bloodborne 2 is released, which I don't think it will be. I think the software game is Tenchu, just how the music was when I look at the trailer for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna say Sword Art. I'm looking forward to it. Looks pretty good. I'm not Kirito for once in my life, even though you can always create a character, kind of use always Kirito. The fact that I'm not Kirito makes me even want it even more. So
But all right, man, we gotta end this.
yep.
I will catch you guys later. Signing out.
Good night.
Later.
Good night. Jesus Christ. Kingdom Hearts. Jesus Christ.